good morning and welcome to Makeover Monday with
It's
David.
right there.
In case we forget. Welcome. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's a bit chilly out today, isn't it?
Just a bit.
You stuck in the snow?
Oh, I was early. Well, almost was.
Yeah.
Touch wood, that won't happen again.
Down south, we had a tiny little like talcum powder
Is it
dusting.
literally like dusting on a Victoria sponge?
Yeah,
much?
basically, and it was pandemonium.
Oh, really? What do we do?
Nobody copes. Okay, so you've got a 2-hour show today with myself and David, and we are going to take you through an incredible journey with Cadence. We're going to be showing you some amazing different techniques and incredible value. The way that you can shop is such a simple process. You can either go straight to highlights to the website if you want to, because we are launching our new website soon as well, aren't we?
Not long now.
Not long. But if you are watching on YouTube, then all you need to do is open your phone or your smart tablet straight onto one of our social media platforms, Instagram or Facebook. I will give you a little code, so it'll be shop and the code. Then we will send you a DM or a PM. Ooh. What is it these days?
What does it's
personal message or direct
message?
I don't know. I'm not down with the kids, but anyway.
That's DM, PM. That's the one.
Yeah, it's to whatever it is. Yeah, we will message you with a link to check out your basket. Now you have until 2 p.m. to check out on these incredible offers. So we are giving you that little bit of scope. So if you do need to run and get a sandwich for lunch, don't worry, it will still be waiting for you. Obviously, stock depending. Now the first product. We've already just been discussing this in great detail. So this is your Cadence style matte acrylic paint, 16 colours. This is shop style, say that quick. Price today, £40. Yes, my friends, this is phenomenal. So that works out like £2.50.
It's ridiculous.
Each one. Now, how much do these usually recommend retail?
Okay, so for 4 paints, for 4 of these bottles, it's usually about £26. And with that's actually got a saving against it as well. That is a deal price. This here is a bundle and a price we have never, ever put together before. This is an exclusive. You've never seen this bundle.
So this is a £63.84 saving. That is shop style. It's not going to hang around, friends.
No, it's
so
not.
Get it quick. Then we're going to move on to this little beauty. This is Creative Chest of Drawers. This is shop drawer, $14.99, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's great for your tabletop storage, great as a jewellery box as well.
Absolutely.
So much, and I love that it's nude, so then you can paint, you can do all your detail with it, all of your different ideas.
Exactly. This is the thing, you don't need to sand it down. You don't even need to paint it white if you want to rice paper it because it's such a light tone of wood. Of course, if you want to add your style matte paints onto this as well, they are a perfect one because they will make anything look ceramic or pot and a completely...
As well, if you had a few all on your, on the side.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd look proper fancy, wouldn't it?
Fancy,
now, what would make this even better, what we've got now is Creative Made of Metal mini fixings. These are $19.99 and it's not a choice, you actually get both packs. Now, if you have a look, so these are all, have you got some open there? Can we have a little look? We do indeed.
So you can see inside here, you've got hinges,
yeah,
clasps, you've got a bag full of screws as well, all those fabulous little crosshead screws. Ooh. So inside here you've got the fixings that go with one another, so if you want to have them on a box you can make them clasp together. They are absolutely fabulous. Gorgeous. Look at all the hinges as well. Now I used to do a lot of model making and I'd buy little brass hinges individually and I'd usually get about 4 in a pack for about $7.99.
Yep.
But just 4 smaller versions of these as well. This is ridiculous value for money. You're getting all of these, and bear in mind, some of these have been used as well, so there's not as many in here. Look at all of this.
Oh, it's delicious.
These are fab. I love the catch ones where you've got the hoop and it actually loops all the way through it. They're just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Fabulous.
Look at the detail on them though as well.
Now, I don't exactly know how many you get, but they are very full bags, which is fabulous. So that is shop metal, $19.99 today. I mean, for mixed media, if you love doing steampunk, this is a must-have. It really, really is. So let's shop ahead, shall we, friends? Now, this is a deal. Can you believe this deal?
No, I can't. So when we were putting this show together on Friday, Stephanie said to me, she was like, what do you want on the show? What sort of bits would you like?
Yeah.
And I said, well, of course, I would love to have a really good bundle of paint. And I'll tell you more about this paint as we come back to it as well, because there's loads to share with you about it. But with the glassware, I said I would like some substrates on there that everyone can paint, decorate their homes with. It's the new year. I don't know about anybody else, but we've all, majority of us, taken our trimmings down, if not yesterday, today.
Yeah.
And automatically you look around and go, I want to decorate. It looks bare. I want to fill the space. And also those twinkling lights have gone now. And to have lovely little lanterns with candles in dotted around your home brings that warmth and sparkle back.
Does.
And I said, please, can we have these on the show? And she said, yeah. And also you can have a deal. This is amazing.
Yes, so this is your clear fluted glass jar bundle. This is shop clear, and it's all three that you are getting for £15 today. £30 saving, my friends, which is absolutely exceptional.
It should be £15 each.
I know, and they are gorgeous. They're really, really well made. This is what I like as well. You've got your fixings on the side. I mean, you could take this away if you, oh, look at that.
Yeah, so this one here I painted with the actual style matte paints because I thought I'd like it to look like pot as well as glass.
Yeah.
So this one here I painted with the sponges. You can see inside there was, of course, the glass. And this is now that wonderful ceramic finish.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I took the actual ties off. I've kept all of the findings and everything for it, so you can pop it back on after you've painted it because it easily comes off. But these are brilliant. Of course, they're weatherproof, so they can go out in the garden.
Lovely.
You can have them around the fireplace. They make wonderful table centerpieces and fabulous gifts, and a wonderful vase for flowers as well. Imagine this inside with all wonderful little sprigs in there for spring.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Now, if you're looking at these thinking, well, I'm not sure about the clear and I don't know if I'm going to paint it, we've got another option for you as well. We've got the blue fluted glass jar bundle in the blue as well.
Wonderful. I love these.
So it's almost like a sort of a lilac-y colour, isn't it?
Like a tinted stained glass lilac tone. Now with these ones, of course, it will give off that really sort of faint lilac colour when you've got lights and candles inside them, which looks wonderful. We do have candle making on the show. You could fill these with wax and make them into a candle.
Brilliant. Yeah, so that'll be shop blue. That's £15 today. So that's a saving of 30. Right. So shall we talk about rice paper?
Let's do it. Okay, so rice paper is a substrate which, of course, you've seen a few times here on Makeover Mondays and some of our other shows, but it's one which we have found a love for in so many different areas of craft, whether it's soft crafts, mixed media, even within your paper crafting of card making, it fits the brief for everything.
Now, this is fabulous. You're getting a duo pack, so that's 40 sheets of the beautiful A4 pure print rice paper. Now, do I need a special carrier sheet for this?
No, you don't. You don't.
You just run it straight through.
So with this, when you're printing your rice papers, some printers take it easily and straight away, but what I would always suggest doing is take a piece of copy of paper or any weight of paper that you tend to usually put through your printer and take a bit of Cadence stencil spray onto that paper and put the rice paper on top to actually massage it together. That way it will actually form a carrier sheet and you peel it off and the rice paper won't be sticky, but then you've got a carrier sheet to feed it through because some printers like snatch the paper.
Yeah, they grab it and run.
And sometimes the rice paper's like, oh, give me a minute. So it's always a good idea to do that. You might find that you don't need to, but it's a good tip to avoid it ever happening because then it just doesn't ever get wrapped around the rollers.
Of course. Right, okay. So let's say what is in this group, which is amazing, this bundle.
This is a bit bonkers.
So you get your duo of 40 sheets. You also get your fabulous decoupage
You do.
glue.
You get a 90ml pot of this. Now, this is your decoupage matte glue. So you're going to get 40 sheets of printable rice paper, 90 mils of your decoupage glue, which I'm going to show you how to use. It's one of the easiest water-based adhesives to work with. And then, let's take this
We've
and pop
been
this
busy.
Here. Very busy indeed, because you get the entire download of the Treasured Amour rice paper USB. Now, what does that mean and what does it look like? This here is an insight into this beautiful USB. It is packed with florals, backgrounds, textures, scenes. You've seen here the first, I'd say about 28, and then
there's
it
more.
continues. Look at all of this.
So if you wanted to take this into Minecraft Studio, you can do
Absolutely, take it into Minecraft Studio.
If you wanted maybe to scan these in, the scan and cut,
Absolutely,
cut this, you can do that.
So this is the thing, when this USB came together, and this is what made it very different from the rest, is that when you've got a rice paper like this, with a beautiful design on, I tend to always want to have the flowers separately. So maybe I've done the front of the drawers. I'd like to have my decoupage flowers around it, but I don't want to eat into another paper. So what the graphics team did, and I'm so glad they're able to do this, is they took all of the elements
individuals
and made icon sheets.
Oh, that is
It's
lush.
brilliant. So you've got your rice paper and then you've got the design to go with it. So of course we've printed this onto paper, which means of course absolutely card making, paper crafting, you can use it for that. But rice paper's designs are sought after.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is a bonkers deal to go for. We've not done this bundle before.
Should we tell them how much it is?
Oh, go on.
Because it's ridiculous. Okay, this is shop rice. So remember, you're getting your 40 sheets, your Cadence glue, plus this incredible whole, like it's a depth of collection. There's so much more to it.
There's over 50 pages in there.
Shop rice, $19.99, so $46.97 saving. Get it quick, my friends. So remember, you do need to check out by 2 o'clock. If you're really not sure how to shop, super simple. All you need to do in the comments under us, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, you just pop in the word shop and the code that I give you for the item. So for instance, that was shop rice. That would be $19.99. Then what will happen is we will contact you through your messages, your personal messages, on whatever platform that you messaged us, and we will give you a link of how to check out.
How cool is that?
It's that easy.
So easy.
Isn't it?
I love the new way of social shopping as well, because of course it means that you don't have to go anywhere else. You can sit and enjoy it. And of course we're here for 2 hours, so plenty of demos, lots to share.
Yeah.
But also ask all of your questions.
Please do.
Anything Cadence related, this is your space. A little bit of a Cadence clinic if you like. Treat Makeover Mondays as of course that space for you to get involved, get creative, and also get great savings at the same time.
Definitely. It's incredible value. It really is. And them glass jars are just...
That's ridiculous.
amazing.
Do you know what? I would be going for both.
Yeah.
Because I know straight away if you want to paint them, you can do. They look fabulous with all sorts of mediums. We're going to show you some demos how to use them there as well.
Oh, clear is 70%.
Okay.
We hadn't even got there yet.
That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I can see why, because again, 3 of these.
Yeah.
They should be £15
I mean,
each.
even if you love doing chocolate bouquets, this would be...
bouquet.
You know, with the sweets.
We had a lovely customer gifted one of those to us
they're
here
the
in
best.
and
I
they
love them.
They look like actual roses.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
If you do baby bouquets from socks and things, you know, absolutely gorgeous. These are beautiful, and of course, key essentials, because you can dress them up or dress them down or use them, you know, just for seasonal. I mean, think summer parties.
Well, the thing is as well, my sister's baby shower, I did her baby shower for her, and I purchased some glass jars, and they were not as cheap. Honestly, I paid more for those, and I ended up saying to everyone was there, like, if yours is on the table, you take it home with you, whatever.
Of course.
But I put all little fairy lights in them, and I put water in with them, you know, with the wire lights, because you can submerge those into water, the battery-powered ones. Filled them with flowers, and everyone was just instantly like, oh my goodness, these look amazing. Yeah. They cost quite a bit, because of course I bought quite a few, but that is a crazy deal. If Stephanie had have got those before then, I'd have been sorted. But that should be like 45 quid.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
phenomenal value. Let's go back and talk Cadence paints, because we have got an hour and a half, so 2 hours, sorry. So I know that we've got plenty of time,
loads of time
to get into these.
Of course.
So let's talk about colourways.
Oh, colourways, okay.
These are really on trend.
Well, this is the thing, really on trend, and Katie, who puts a lot of our shows together here as well, she said to me, she went, we've got the style mats in the warehouse, Dave, and I know you love working with them, you've had them in a couple of bundles, what would you like to do with them with one of your shows? And I said to her, I went, can I be really cheeky? And she was like, go on, it's Christmas. And I said, could we do a bundle of them all together? And she was looking at me and she was like, absolutely not. And I was like, oh, go on. She was like, go on then. And when she said, can we, and I said, we can do it as a bundle, and she said the price, and I was like, what can you do? And it's just Stephanie and Katie did their little thing together, where they're in the ring. Came out £40. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. £2.50 a bottle is ridiculous. Now, this is 120 mils per bottle, okay? So inside here, you've got a matte paint. Now, Cadence formulated a paint that had no sheen or reflectiveness to it. So the pigmentation absorbs the light. That's how you get a matte finish, because of course in there it's an acrylic-based paint, but that gloss doesn't come to the surface. So when you're painting with it,
oh, it's so beautiful.
It feels like porcelain, but it's not. I go a bit funny, a bit tingly when it's nails on a chalkboard, okay? This isn't like that.
No,
I can touch it and feel it, and it's not giving me that feeling, because, you know, sometimes I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It is beautiful. Now, you can use it on glassware, wooden items, metal. You can do it onto polystyrene, perspex. You can do it onto paper and card.
Do I need to prep the surface?
No, you don't. So, but with glassware, every single time you paint onto your glassware, such as the lanterns, just give them a wash with some washing up liquid.
That's all you need to do.
Soapy water, make sure they're bone dry, because with a lot of glassware, and most commonly all glassware, is you get an almost slight non-stick coating to it.
Like silicone.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can sometimes smell it as well. And that's just the manufacturing process of curing glass. But just give it a good wash first. You can use it on fabric, but it's not machine washable, it's decorative. So if you're doing cushion panels, you're doing tote bags, perfect, done plenty of those. Or maybe it's a jacket that you don't necessarily put through the wash. Maybe you dry clean or something.
The clear is gone.
Oh, okay. That's gone. Never mind.
I'll pop those babies under there.
They're going to look fabulous. Imagine your gardens in summer with them hanging in the trees because we've still got the blue ones.
We have still got the blue. So remember, that is shop blue, £15 today. That's incredible value. It's a £30 saving. It's absolutely phenomenal. So let's go back to the Cadence. So 16 full size matte colours.
Absolutely. So we're talking matte colours in here. We've got earthy tones, we've got floral tones, we've got nautical tones in here. We've got seasonal tones as well, but we've collaborated all of them together.
Have you got that one open? Can we look at this?
Oh,
it's
I might not have got that one. I think
Let's
I gave that one away. I think I gave chocolate away.
Did you
open the top?
Because this is the colour of the year. Oh, there we go. That's the purpley.
Oh, this one's the purple, but look at this colour.
Oh, yes, please.
Look at that. It is absolutely, it's like a plum. This one's the mulberry. It is gorgeous. Now, these are all tones to work together. So, of course, if you're going to work with something like your mulberry, you would then go in with like your ashy rose and look how they tone.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
It is gorgeous. Now, the way that we've displayed these just means, of course, you can pick and choose any to work with, whichever. But then look at this one with those two.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous. That's a living room, isn't
gorgeous,
it? And then you might be thinking, okay, I really like my sort of pops of blue.
Yeah.
Maybe like the Santorini pottery tones. Look at this.
Lovely.
Absolutely tremendous colourways inside here. And 120ml bottles. That's the larger size of paint that we, of course, distribute Cadence in, and you're getting that in these as well.
For £40, it's exceptional value. It's just under a £64 saving. Get yours while it's hot.
Bonkers.
Now, what we're going to be doing with the drawers,
Let's
my
have a look.
love.
Okay, so with these...
So shop drawer. So pop that into the comments, shop drawer, if you want this.
These are fab. Okay,
So
so...
if you get the findings as well.
Yes, you can add them to the corners, you can add... Do you know what these are great for as well, these findings? And because we can all afford to do so with this, because they're so inexpensive, is that hot glue them down to a canvas.
Yep.
Go over the gilding waxes for your steampunk projects.
Love it.
Or if you're going to be running threads through these into fabrics,
Yep.
hinges on fabric look so cool.
They do, yeah.
And of course, when you're going across with these and threading them in, they move on the fabric and it just looks so cool.
Yeah.
It's so quirky. But of course, with these, I mean, look at this one here. So if you're doing a treasure box, you've got your screws, and then look at that clasp.
That's beautiful.
You even got detail engraved into the tops of them. You would probably, if you were to buy that on its own, you'd be looking maybe like $2-3.99.
Easily.
It's just something on its
own.
own.
So this is Shop Metal. It's the Creative Made of Metal mini fitting bundles, $19.99 today.
Ridiculous.
That is exceptional. I mean, for model making, even dressmaking.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
It is brilliant, and of course, again with those across the board with your crafting. But when it comes, of course, to the actual drawer set, you've got your two drawers inside here, and actually the base is lined inside. It's not just glued to the bottom, which of course is going to add strength to this as well. And there is a groove cut out of the top, and there is also space either side, which means if you are going to paint them, it's still going to slide in and out. It's not going to stick.
Yeah.
But they've also got the feet on.
I love these.
How cool are these? So the feet, this is a proper piece of furniture that you could, of course, have in your craft room, which is all lined up.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could be having these for jewellery. These could go in the children's bedrooms for their little precious bits and bobs as well.
For makeup.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely fabulous. So that is Shop Drawer, and that's $14.99. Now, something that we skipped over earlier that we're just going to quickly come back to is candle making.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
So this is your creative candle making bundle. Now this is really good value today. This is Shop Candle, $17.49 today. It's a £7.49 saving. And you're going to get your soy wax, that's a good old full bag as well.
I think it's 500 grams you get inside there of your soy wax.
You get your 4 small jars, and of course you get your, what they're called?
Wicks.
Wicks, that's the one.
So these jars, They're fabulous. Of course, they've got the screw lid to them, which you could then decoupage with rice paper
course,
or paint them. Use your style mats to paint the lids. But then inside, you also get the sealable top with the tab on.
That's
so
nice.
You glue your wick down into the centre, and I'll make one of these throughout the show as well, so you can see it, and we'll give this away. But also, you could paint the candle. You could add, dried flowers to the top of it,
Lovely.
and then you put the lid back on, especially if you're going to scent it. And then you've got the perfect little gift, and you get 4 jars and 5 wicks. You've got a spare wick as well.
Just to be safe.
Absolutely. Look out on the website because we always stock up on our
wicks.
wicks.
And they're nice sturdy wicks as well.
They're pre-waxed.
So you haven't got to actually suspend them with the stick, have you? Which is brilliant.
I've got one here that I've cut down, which is a bit shorter, but because they are pre-waxed wicks.
Say that really quick. Wax wicks.
Pre-waxed wicks. They stand proud. They're not, if you've got just the normal thread ones.
You don't want a floppy wig.
You don't. You want a stiff wig.
On a Monday, honestly, honestly, I know. So, first demo. What shall we go to a demo? What you fancy doing?
Shall we have a look?
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. Well, yeah, we're going to say we've got loads more to show you on the show.
We have. We've got loads more
coming up.
We'll
get into it and have a little look, shall we? Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by showing you the coverage of this paint.
Yes.
Okay. Because before it goes, because
it's going to go.
Well, with this bundle, as we've got it, when this is gone, it is gone.
Yeah.
We had a show on Friday with some Cadence mediums, and I shared with you during that show as well that the deals that we have at the moment, it is a limited thing. Of course, they are allocated for the show. When that stock is gone, it's literally gone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unscrew.
Unhinge.
Absolutely. So I'm unhinging this side here, which means what I can do is take away this around the top of the jar. In fact, let me just undo
It's a bit like a mason jar, isn't it? The way you get that sort of lid round. So it's quite easy to take it off.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm going to show you. You can take the wire off. So you bring that off around here and save that because, of course, you twist those 2 ends back together. Now, you don't have to take yours off. I'm just doing this because I want to show you how I did mine so you can actually paint it. And then you can take your threads away, just like that, and keep the handle and all the bits and bobs safe. Okay, I'm going to put that there.
I'll remember.
Because I always have to put something in a safe place and it's usually not on my desk. Okay, so I'm going to grab a colour tone of our paint.
Lovely.
And this one here is the floral white. Of course, it comes within your bundle. It's a beautiful shade because it's not white, but it's not cream. It is literally, it's like whipped cream.
Yeah.
Double cream
that
maybe?
is a great description of that, definitely.
Now, we've got some paint applicators on the show today.
We have. Shall I quickly show them? I'll show them the applicators.
Great.
Come down here and I'll talk to you, my lovelies. So, you've got myself here today, Carly. You've got David, obviously, over there. You've got Sophie on camera and you've got Lauren as well producing today. But this is our beautiful set. So we've got that fabulous sponge that I know you absolutely love, but look at the brushes. Now, I can't believe the price of this. This is ridiculous. This is Shop Brush, $24.99 today, and you will get all of the pieces included that you see there. So Shop Brush, $24.99, $16.97 saving today. So let's come back and see you, my love, and see what you've been up to. Oh, he's got his sponge out.
I've got my sponge out.
I love this stuff.
Oh, it is brilliant. Now, this sponge, again, we've had it, and I try to get it on almost every show because for those of you who may have not joined the previous, it's a good opportunity for you to still get hold of it. It's got 2 sides to it. One's a very high density foam, which, of course, you can heat up, create impressions into it. So you could heat it up and then put things like your findings into it.
Yeah.
So when it gets really, really hot with a heat gun, you literally push stuff in and it retains the shape. So think about all of your dyes.
Ooh.
So it doesn't have to be a deep dish dye. It could be just a standard, your two wood robins dyes, tattered lace, all of that sort of stuff. And you make a stamp out of it, heat it back up, it goes back to its original form.
Wow.
That's a technique that wasn't initially designed within the product, that was found afterwards.
It was just a happy accident.
Yeah, it was like, oh, wait a minute.
That works.
The other side is the beauty. Okay, now this here is the side that doesn't drink the paint, it provides the application of the paint. So when you see the foam down here, this high density stops the paint seeping through, meaning your hands aren't clogging up with paint. If you use a standard sponge, like a dish sponge, to apply paint, sponges are designed to harbour liquids. You fill a sponge up and it's heavy.
Yeah.
With a sponge like this, if you were to run water, the water would bead off the surface of it, okay, but like water off a duck's back. The reason for that is because the paint, you want to get the most out of it.
Of course.
So Cadence formulated the sponge for that reason. So go in with your scissors, cut it in whatever shape you want to. So, you know, like your Emma Bridgewater pottery, where they have the stamps made out of like the fairy lights or the flowers.
Yeah.
Cut them into different shapes.
Oh, I
Make
love
your own
that.
stamps.
Yeah, of course.
How cool would that be? Or you could, you know, hot glue a dowel onto the back of it and make your own daubers.
Perfect.
So cut it into whatever shape. It washes up easily, so you can use it with water-based or oil-based paints. Of course, all of Cadence's mediums that we've shared with you so far are all water-based.
Yes.
So the beauty of this sponge is that you cut it to, of course, whatever size. I'm going to dip straight into my paint. I'm going to start working into it, and the Style Matte paints have the best finish when you apply them with a sponge because it gives you that real, true, authentic pottery feel. And it's like no other. Of course, with acrylics, your hybrids, you get a lovely finish as well. But with this, you get a completely different look.
Shop blue has gone.
Oh, shop.
You're joking.
The jars are gone.
The jars are gone.
But Wendy is asking, what colour are you using on the jar, please?
Oh, fabulous. Hi, Wendy. So the colour I'm using on the jar at the moment is your floral white, which comes, of course, within your entire bundle that you see here, which you get. Is it 16?
It is 16, yeah.
So that there is the one I'm using. Thank you for your question, Wendy. But of course, when you've put your first coat, you can dry it with a heat gun or a hairdryer, and it'll take about 2 to 3 minutes. Or leave it for about 15 to 20 at room temperature for it to dry and do another coat.
Okay.
Now your second coat you could do with a brush because you've already got the texture and it will just infill any areas you've missed. But with all of those sort of ridged indentations, the sponge gets into all of it, which I absolutely love. It is perfect for this process.
Tell me.
Just in case that I've chosen the wrong jar to ask you about, what is the colour on that jar?
This one here was the blue one. Oh, sorry, that one is also floral white.
The clear, yeah.
But it's also like the
Yes,
paint.
yeah, I'm showing the, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so, yeah. I'm confused.
Don't worry, we're all confused. It's Monday madness. It's fine, it's fine.
Okay, so that there is your paint application. I'm going to start painting that because they're all gone now.
Yeah,
so, you know. But what I am going to do is put it down there.
Good
just
idea.
Crushed something. And what I'm going to do is put this to one side. So we've got that bundle with that rice paper in the download.
Yes. So remember, you are getting 40 sheets of that beautiful rice paper with the brilliant Cadence glue included with that. And then that incredible download, which is like an encyclopedia. I mean, even if you're not going to print on the rice paper and you're going to use it in different options, you can still do that with that as well.
It is Monday mayhem, isn't it?
It's my bottom just knocked that off. It's because I've had
what
too
is
many
it?
mince pies this Christmas. It's bigger than I remember.
No, it just wasn't put on the shelf properly.
Oh, is that what we're
That was
going
the
for,
problem.
David?
Yeah, that's what we're going for.
Okay.
Whilst Carly just picks up a bits and bobs of paper, you can see here all of their over 50 sheets of design work within the Treasure d'Amour download, of course, which you can use in Minecraft Studio if you want to change the colour. So automatically change the colour once you've got over 100 pages. You might not want to do that. You might be thinking, oh, no, I don't want to do Minecraft Studio. Don't want to change it.
Just
That's not
print
my vibe.
it as it is.
Print it exactly as it is on cardstock rice paper, but you're getting 40 sheets of rice paper in there. Now, a lot of you may already know this, but when I very first started demonstrating with the brand, we used to sell rice paper, and I think you got 8 sheets of rice paper printed for $14.99. That was the initial price that we were able to do. I think it went up to about 25.
Yeah.
But put it into perspective that you've got 40 sheets there.
Yeah.
You've got over 50 designs and the adhesive for $19.99.
It's incredible value.
I don't understand how that's possible.
Yeah, so
but it
shop
is.
rice today, my friends. It's over £30 saving. It's $46.97 saving.
What?
Craziness. Do you know what I think as well with the rice paper, because you've got this whole appendix of beautiful background papers with the rice paper, with the glue. If you're in a craft group and maybe you're thinking, right, it's January, let's start saying new, let's do something new.
Yeah.
Perfection,
exactly.
isn't it?
This is the thing, and I think it really enables you to, of course, not be frugal with your product because you've got ample to work with.
Yeah.
And also rest assured as well, there's plenty more of rice paper on the show. You can also stock up on it as well. So it's not something you buy once and you think, oh, I'm never going to do it again.
Yeah.
I love that about that feature is that with rice paper, you don't even need to print on it. You can stencil on it, stamp onto it.
Use it as it is.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh,
exactly.
Absolutely.
It's a great medium to start with. It really is.
Honestly, it is. It's fab. So what I've done is I printed one of the icon sheets from Treasured
printed these bits?
Yes, I have. So I printed, this one here.
Yeah.
Printed it onto my rice paper, and I've cut around it just with my scissors,
yeah,
really quickly, and I've left a little bit of a border. Now with rice paper, of course, you can tear it. So if I was to take one like this, okay, you can of course go in and tear it straight away, and you get that wonderful feathered edge.
Yeah.
Okay, and to encourage the tear into the direction you want to work in, you can use a water brush to quite literally paint with water, and then it tears where you want it to. And I'll show you a little bit of that as we go through the show, because this is from another little collection.
But you can burnish it as well, can't you?
Oh yeah,
as
absolutely.
well.
Oh yeah,
so
100%.
if you're going for matte, so for instance, if he was doing this, you could just burnish the edges off and work
absolutely.
that way.
You don't need to even cut it beforehand at all. It is brilliant.
So we're doing a giveaway, aren't we?
Oh, go on then. Let's do a giveaway.
What shall we give them, David?
Okay, well, what I would love to give, I think, is the jar when this is finished.
You're going to finish it?
Yeah, we'll have this wrapped and sent to you, your candle jar. And then hopefully throughout the show, I'll get to make one of these and I'll pop that inside it for you.
So basically, just put shop win. No shop.
Just win.
Just win. Sorry, I get very excited.
It's £100.
Yeah.
To enter.
Yay! So basically, just pop win and we will check you out. So you can obviously go into that to be randomly chosen. So are you going to apply these on top?
I am indeed. So what I'm going to share with you is that with our decoupage mat, the consistency of this glue is ever so slightly more fluid than one of the napkin glues, or of course our fabric decoupage glue. So I'm just taking away this, or you can dispose of the cardboard cap. You don't need to keep that bit. With your decoupage glue,
I always keep them.
Well,
I don't know why.
I keep all of them for my paints, and with glue, I always find, because with glue it tends to have more of a water content to it, the cardboard can disintegrate.
Yeah.
If you want to though, just get a bit of tin foil, put it over the top and re-screw your lid on. But honestly, I have these in my stash until they're used, and it's fine. Cadence do always suggest though, always store it out of direct sunlight. So if you've got a shelf that's directly, casting light from the window, not ideal because of course UV rays, drying paint, etc. Just a room temperature space is fine.
Perfect.
Okay, so.
And because it is so fine, it goes so much further.
Oh, absolutely. This goes a very long way for 90 mils. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, let's have a look. Looking at this jar here, I'm thinking one would look really nice just on here on the side. So applying your adhesives, you can do it in many different ways. You can use a sponge, which I tend to do for fabric, and I'll show you that a little bit later on.
You could use the Cadence sponge, couldn't you, as well, if you wanted?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you could use a sponge for that one. So I'm going to go in with my brush here, just onto the back. Here we go. And when you're working, I've printed this onto an inkjet page printer. So when you're working with this, you want to be, you don't want to take too much time with it, okay? Because the more you leave it to sit with adhesive on, the more you increase your chances of your ink running, okay? So pick that up, because you see I've got a tiny bit of ink there. You go straight onto the surface. Okay, now at this point, you can pick up a sponge, okay, and you make impressions into the surface to actually lock it into place. Now this sponge has no adhesive on, but I'm going directly into the design now, just like this, and working into all of those ridges and pushing it into the glass jar, so it's gone into all the indentations. That's what I love about rice paper.
It's beautiful.
It moulds to the shape. And notice how when I cut these, I had a white border that ran around the perimeter of the image. You can't see it. You just don't see it at all. It is fab. So what I would do is work all the way around here. Remember, this doesn't have any adhesive on. This one here is dry. We've used our sponge to apply. We're using our brush. So we used our brush to apply. We're using our sponge to actually put it into place. Take a heat gun to it and dry it, and then go back over the top with another coat of glue.
Oh, to seal it.
Yeah, because that'll stop your ink running. And then we also have the Aquastone varnish on the show if you wanted to give it a gloss.
Yes.
So let's put another one on, because we've got one here, and I'm thinking maybe something in the top corner.
Oh, yeah.
Around there would look quite pretty. Do you think around about there or something?
I think so.
Let's go for that. So again, I'm going to go in with my glue onto the back of the image, and I'm using a brush, and as I put the glue out, I'm making sure I've got no big lumps or bumps of glue. Okay, you don't want that big blob in the centre, because then it's going to squidge out from either side of your design. You just don't necessarily want that. So let's put this one just coming up to this edge there, so it's sort of cascading down from the top.
Beautiful. And
start to make those impressions again. You can see the ridges coming through there, and any sort of folds or creases you get, continue to work into the design, and they will just naturally disappear. It's like you can't even see them. It's brilliant.
There's no bubbling or anything.
Nothing. It's honestly, if you've not tried it, for 2025, this is your new craft.
Oh, please do. I'm just going to mention as well quickly, so of course we're using the Pure Print rice paper as well as that fabulous glue with that incredible download. That is only $19.99 today, saving a $46.97 shop rice. Now also, I know that you just mentioned this as well, I'm going to bring this over.
Okay, cool.
Is the varnish. Now, you're actually getting 2 bottles of this. So this is your Aqua Stone Duo pack, shop varnish. And is this really shiny?
So what this is, yes it is.
Yeah.
So this will give you almost like it's not a gloss in the sense of, how do I describe it? It's more of an eggshell to gloss, okay?
Ooh.
So it will still give you a nice reflective surface, but it gives you that proper like dipped enamel finish. It's beautiful. It doesn't leave brush strokes either.
Not at all?
No, so when we get some here and
No
just pop
brush
it out.
strokes.
So when you actually
Let's look at
decant it, it's honestly beautiful. I've actually used mine up. I'm starting a fresh one
Oh,
today.
you've got a new one.
New one, and I also like everybody else at home. It comes out almost like a syrup gel, okay? So I'm going to put some onto here.
Okay.
Okay, look at this. So it domes up. As it applies, you've got a slight haze to it, which I love because you can see where you've applied it.
Yeah.
But with this, it's completely self-leveling. So look how that stopped traveling now. It's perfectly domed. When you apply this to any project, and we'll apply it to something like this at the end, it will give you that fabulous enameled finish. So imagine pottery that has then been glazed.
Yeah.
You can then do it with this.
Wow.
And we've never had it on a bundle with two before, so this is your time with the new year to stock up.
So this is shop varnish, $14.49.
What, for 2?
Is that right? Lauren, are we going to be in trouble?
I thought it was $14.99 for 1, usually.
It's for the duo, for the Aquastone duo.
Yes.
Just pop it in your baskets. Just
Oh
a
my
try-me price,
I
isn't
could have
it?
swore, and I might be
Awful.
wrong, but I thought it was $14.49 for 1. So I thought,
Yeah,
that's
fill your boots, my friends, definitely.
Get
Go
one
ahead.
free.
That's
Oh my
incredible.
goodness.
I'm loving this. Also, we have got on the show today the Cadence Fabric Decoupage Glue Duo. That is shop glue, and that's $13.49. So tell me the difference.
Okay, so I'll come over and have a little look.
Yeah,
so
let's
with your
get
fabric decoupage
come on over.
glue,
This one.
This
2
one here,
bottles.
2 120ml bottles with this. Now, this has a rubberizer compound within inside the medium.
Okay.
So this means it's fully flexible, it's machine washable. So even on your printed rice papers from your inkjet or laser printers, you can decoupage these onto garments such as clothing, tote bags, t-shirts. It could be, it could be cushion covers, it could be, table covers, napkins, anything.
Do I need to iron it on the reverse?
Okay, yes. So when you've applied it, flip it over afterwards. And once it's dried, of course, I leave it about half an hour at room temperature, hairdryer it, a couple of minutes, nice and dry. Flip it over, no steam, iron it to the hottest temperature that your fabric will take. So if you're using a cotton or a silk or anything at all, it depends what it is, a denim or a calico. Iron it to the temperature of that and go over it for about 1 to 2 minutes, just periodically, intermittent, going here and there.
Would I use like baker sheet on it?
On the back of it, you wouldn't necessarily have to, but underneath you could put it so it might not...
Just to be safe,
Yeah, absolutely, great idea. And then, of course, with that, let it fully cool, and then it is heat-proof, washable-proof at 30 degrees in the washing machine.
That's incredible.
For an adhesive.
That's
water-based. It's fabulous. And the consistency of this, I'll just show you.
Yeah, let's look.
It's completely different from what we've had a look at already. So this one, I'll give it a good shake.
Give it a little shake. It's like my son when he goes on them, them things at the arcade.
Oh, yeah.
When they sit in and they go, and he just sits there and his cheeks and go.
Oh, the simulator things, yeah. So this one here, you can see it's more of a gel. So it's a thicker medium, this one, and that's because it's got that compound in it. So completely different consistency, of course, to this one.
Definitely.
But with that, you've got the advantage to use this to its strength. And of course, this allows you to stock up on the adhesives that fit the brief for any of your rice paper projects.
Perfect.
You can also use both of these with tissue paper and napkins as well. So think about all your Christmas napkins or your spring napkins. I love to use napkins.
I love napkins.
All beautiful. When I see a napkin, I'm like, yep, buy those.
Yeah.
And they work for all of these projects that we're doing today.
Coasters are my favourite present to make out of napkins.
Well, even if you're just going to take, I don't know, let's have a look.
And you could seal that as well. Use the varnish on top.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Or even, obviously, I have napkins on candles and stuff like that.
Yep.
You don't use your glue for that. But all of those different projects, Also, it's weatherproof as well. So if you're doing something, maybe, so like an umbrella.
Yeah.
If you're doing decoupage onto an umbrella or a parasol or seat pads, something like that, or bunting. Maybe you're doing your own really dainty plant pots.
Perfect.
You're brilliant with stuff like that. So of course, all fabric surfaces, you're good to go.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah. If you haven't got an iron.
Oh, what if you haven't got an iron?
Okay, so with an iron, let me think of this for you.
Could we put it's like heat compression, wouldn't it?
Okay, so if you're wanting to make sure it is fully machine washable, okay, ideally it does need to be ironed because it's a heat curing process. It actually bonds it.
Yeah.
Think about sort of like your webbing sort of materials. They bond it together. I will look it up for you. I don't know if a heat gun would do it because it does need to be a flat compression.
Yeah.
But I'll have a look into that for you. But I don't blame you for not having an iron. I love that about you.
You just wash it and shake it.
Honestly, that's the best thing ever.
It's the best thing.
2025, everyone do away with the irons.
Have you seen the tray?
I'm coming over.
Come on.
Because
Come and have a look. We've got a ceramic tray for you today. Shop tray. Look at this. Now, not only would I use this as a paint palette or cover it, I'd also use it for a lovely selection of snacks.
Oh, yeah. no matter the platter.
Exactly. £9.99 today. Exceptional value. And it's so well made. It's £9.99.
What?
That's amazing. Isn't it? And it's proper ceramic.
So it's a fully glazed ceramic piece. Now, of course, great, as you said, for putting nibbles out on display. But for all your trinkets, bits of jewellery. But this is a perfect surface for, of course, your style matte paints, for rice papers, to make something beautiful, maybe go in the centre of a coffee table, to have out on the kitchen side, something like that. It is honestly a great piece. And do you know what? It's a fabulous gift.
Isn't it? And do you know what I would use it for as well? In my house, when everyone comes in, so except my son because he hasn't got staircase. I've got a beautiful piece of wooden furniture underneath a mirror in my hallway. Right, everyone just does that.
Just dumps everything
Dumps them all on there, and then I just spend all day like just picking things up
rummaging
and
through.
If I had something like this, one, everyone could put their keys in, but also spare change, things like that. It'd just be a really nice go-to place then, wouldn't it?
It is a very opulent paint palette indeed.
Isn't it?
It really, really is, because of course it's one that you could build up, but because it's dishwasher safe, and because it's fully washable, all that sort of stuff, you can then put it in those areas too. Keep it clean and wash it. We'll try and do some projects on this a little bit later on of decorating it, but there is so many different ways in which you can work with something. And again, it was all about getting substrates on here for you to be able to have the fun. Now think about this. You sat there of an evening.
10% is gone.
There we go.
It's too good to miss. I think, especially if you are a painter like we are, don't you think this is the kind of indulgence you'd get yourself? You know, like when we spend like £30 on a paintbrush.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
You know. Christmas is done. We've done all that Christmasness.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
You know, after Christmas, I was just looking around thinking, what can I buy as a treat?
I need a little treat.
I want a treat. And that sounds really daft because it just had Christmas. But do you know when you just think, I want something to play with?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Don't get toys anymore as an adult, but I want something to play with. No, but of course with this, wonderful gift. Even if you want to do your dot and your mandala on it, with all your detailing, your pointillism on here, you could do, of course, the rice paper, just stencil onto it. Yeah. You could use like your vinyl as well. It could be like a proper.
That would be really nice. So you could put like David Snacks on there.
Snacks as well. Of course, if you are painting it, you will probably want to give it a coat of your Aquastone varnish. This is a food safe varnish, so if it's completely painted, give it a seal, and then of course if you are putting nuts, nibbles and bits and bobs on here, it's fine.
So if you want to shop the varnish, that's the Aquastone varnish, and that is shop varnish $14.49, and that's for both of them. Now if you're interested in our incredible ceramic tray, that is shop tray. You just pop that in the comments, and that is £9.99. Oh, 20% has gone. It's flying out. It's brilliant. I love this. So let's have a look through before we go over back to the demo, because what we've... Now, have you smelt this?
It's incredible.
This is what Stephanie's got in her office.
Yeah, I know, honestly.
It's proper nice.
And I love as well that Stephanie, instead of decanting it out, she's just got the bottle and put the sticks in the top
I
of
know.
it. This is a top-up bottle.
I know, but she's classy.
Sticks her in.
Yeah,
done.
Sticks her in. So you get this huge bottle of Espa diffuser, refill bottle and sticks. Shop, read. Look at the amount of sticks you get.
Honestly, there's tons.
So really, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, really, you could individually, if you get the jars, make 5
Well,
minimum.
yeah, you could do. Maybe you got the lanterns as well, and you could make diffusers with the lanterns. But of course, with your glass jars too. This here, S-Bar, this on its own, and I was looking around and shopping, I found it on a few deals.
Yeah.
For £40 for the jar on its own, for the bottle, just for that.
Without the reed sticks.
Without the sticks as well. This is a full kit for you to make your own diffusers. Now you're going to get loads, because usually diffusers are about this
Yeah,
big.
you get about that much.
Tiny little ones. You've got about 50 mils in there.
Yeah.
This is massive and it smells gorgeous.
Yeah, it's fresh. That's what I really like about it.
Should we have another sniff?
Oh, yeah, let's have a little sniff.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what? It smells like a spa.
Oh, it's like got bergamot. It's like lemony. It's
honestly.
It is that proper spa smell.
Well, the first time I ever saw S-Bar products was when we were at, it's a well-known holiday destination. They're always in the woods.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of place where you can
I
hire a
know
bag.
the place.
They've always got a spa there. And me and Luke were like, oh, we need a day away from the kids for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And we booked ourselves in for like an hour and they used all of this stuff. And when I walked in, I was just instantly presented by this wonderful smell, and I instantly know what it was. And she said, "It's this.
It's fresh. It's inviting, but it's not overpowering. It's not sickly.
No, it's not.
Which
it's not
sometimes
too much.
you get that.
You know, sometimes you've had some scents on, and you're like, "Oh, turn it off for a bit."
It's I need a break.
This is like so nice and zen.
It's just relaxing and gorgeous.
How much it is.
So yeah, shop ahead, my friends. That is shop read £20 today. The next item that we're going to move over to is our Creativity Essential Bundle. Now this is Shop Create, £9.99. Now you're getting your small little daubers. Now I love these. These are great for glue, great for painting, great for getting in your edges. All of that, multiple different sizes. You get your colour wheel in there.
This is brilliant.
Which just takes all the hard work out of what colours go with what, and you know, how do I prepare these colours, how do I create these colours together, and obviously what the tones are within them as well. You get full instructions on the back, and it is a proper working colour wheel.
When you start working with one, you realise how fundamental this is. We did also get a question as well about the diffuser. Sorry, I just want to mention about what scent it is. I think it's called Inner Calm. Positivity Inner Calm, I think it is.
Ooh.
Which you might be thinking, well, what does that mean? Only way I can describe it is it literally smells like a really, really expensive like perfume that's really subtle, but you know, when someone walks past and you're like, oh.
Do you know what it reminds me of is, you know, like if you've been to like a really nice pool place or somewhere and they've got the spa bit and the door opens, you go, oh, what's that smell?
It smells like that. You instantly feel like you've got cucumbers on your eyes.
It's beautiful.
But the colourway.
Oh, 50%. It's too good to miss out.
It's too good to miss out.
It really, really is. I mean, if anyone's shopped these reed diffusers before, I've bought some and I've jazzed them up because I think they just look so boring.
Some of them can be very plain. And do you know what? If you use a bud vase, if you use any jars at all, of course, like the ones that we've got here, you can make your own straight away.
Of course.
We've got them dotted around. Sometimes I have them on a windowsill. Somewhere you pass or walk past. It's just nice to have that little scent.
Of course.
But that's going to last you more than a year. You've got loads in there.
Unless you're like Stephanie, where she just pops the stick straight in there.
Well, do you know, I used to work
But she's had that in there a while.
Well, that will have probably been October.
Yeah,
and it's probably gone
easy.
down about this much.
Yeah.
But I used to work in a shop that was a homewares shop years ago. And they were very well known for their designs throughout like the 80s and 90s. And they used to sell diffusers. And it was £35 and the bottle was smaller than this. It was like that. And don't get me wrong, they were incredible. They smelled amazing. But I was like, for that much?
Yeah, it's not cost effective, is
the
it?
price really doesn't reflect the quality at all.
No, it doesn't. So treat yourself.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. So as I was saying, with this deal, with the Creativity Essentials, Shop Create $9.99, not only do you get your daubers, you get your lovely colour wheel, you also get a magazine.
You do. This is
now,
cool.
tell me about this. Am I allowed to open this, Lauren?
So you get 5 rice papers.
I'm doing it. It's happening.
Have a read. So inside here, this is your Creative Living magazine.
What's this in the back?
5 rice papers. Yeah, so you're going to get 5 bonus rice papers included inside here. Okay. So this here. Oh, have we had a change, Lauren?
It's just the shop code.
Oh, it's not Shop Creative, it's Shop Creativity.
And that's
$9.99.
for this?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second.
Oh no, that smells lush.
Have a little look at the front of this magazine at the price.
What?
So it should be
$14.99.
and you're getting for $9.99
All
the
of
magazine, 5 rice papers, 10-piece sponge set, and a colour wheel.
Don't tell everyone, my friends, just run.
But also as well, maybe you have already got the Creative Living magazine, okay? Maybe you've already bought the issue. I know a lot of our highlighters have.
Yep.
This is an opportunity for you to gift it, of course, for somebody else. Maybe they've not got one.
Maybe they're new to Cadence and they haven't even, diversed into the different possibilities of using it.
Well, this is it. And what I love about this magazine when we put this together was that initially it was when we were on a different shopping platform.
Yeah, of course.
And we didn't always get a lot of time to talk about some products. You might have had 1 or 2 minutes to talk about a paint.
Yeah.
That's just not enough time. In here, we get to talk about the housekeeping, how it works, the way it works, why it does what it does, what is in the medium, how to actually apply it and care for it.
Yeah,
You've got your full sort of Cadence encyclopedia in here.
It's like your little Bible, isn't it? It's your
100%.
Cadence Bible. I love this. I'm not going to show you too much because then you can have it as a surprise. But there's also a bit of a masterclass in there as well.
There's everything.
So get it quick, my friends. Incredible value. Creativity, shop creativity, £9.99. Just under a £12 saving.
So cool.
So the bottom shelf, we went through quickly with that incredible assorted brush bundle. That shop brush, $24.99. It's just under £17 saving, which is phenomenal value. Like myself and David, we have spent up to £30 on one brush before.
Oh, yeah.
Purely because we've believed the hype, or we've just got enthralled.
In awe of brushes. We've got
Tell me about
brushes.
it.
I can't tell you how many brushes I've got, but it's still not enough.
No, never enough. So also remember, you do get your foam in there as well. So if you are investing maybe in the Cadence paints or any of the finishes, try it with the sponge today as well.
Definitely.
Then we have Stephanie's studio painting collection, which I love because look how diddy.
Oh, you get really fine brushes.
You know, for your round brush, right round to your flat brushes. Absolutely exceptional. So that's not all as well. You also get a smaller bag. Oh, can I open this? I need to look at the brushes.
Ooh, what's inside here?
Oh, these are not for you, my
I've
darling.
not seen these ones.
No, these are mine.
Show me. Wait, you get all those?
You get the whole
Stop
pack.
it.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, no, you do.
No,
Well,
sit down.
you are going to get it.
What?
Yeah, you're going to get these. Look at these. So individually, if you're doing a craft group, for me personally, I would keep this and one of these. And then maybe, I know, you need to have a little feel. Aren't they gorgeous? They're so tapered.
What?
Aren't they soft?
These are amazing.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
I like these. You know when I said about water brushing on your rice paper?
Yeah.
There's your go-to.
But then have you seen the nylon,
Oh,
the script liner?
Honestly, this one is amazing.
Look at this. So if you're a fan of making those beautiful little trees that we do, this is the brush that you use to get that fine detail from the edge, and then you just blend out from the side. But the whole collection today, $24.99. Now I've got one more set of paints and then we're going to go back to David and show him. Now these are delicious.
These are
I'm
gorgeous.
gonna honestly, the colour of these are gorgeous. This is your Cadence bloom called Heirloom. Now you've got your black in there, you've got your gold, you've got that beautiful like racing car, almost it's like pearly, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a proper Emerald City.
Isn't it? Oh, let's go. Oh, I love it. And then of course you've got that electric blue in there as well. The whole set today, $18.99, which is brilliant, brilliant value.
They're just fabulous. And of course, Cadence formulated a paint that was allowing you to paint your candles and burn them.
Yeah.
Everyone was always asking, oh, I love it when I see you've decorated a candle, and I always used to have to say, I'm sorry, you can't like this one.
Of course.
And that was always really annoying, but everyone understood it.
Of course.
But then being able to actually share a paint that is perfect for burning, non-toxic, water-based, and waxed in there as well.
Wow.
It's basically the sister to the Dora Metallics from Cadence, but of course it is burnable. It's designed to go onto soaps and waxes.
Okay, so even if you painted it on soap, you could still use that soap.
So basically, the way that would work is that if you want to gift a decorative soap or you want to have a lovely soap, is that the initial use of that soap, when it's run under a tap, all of the paint will come off.
Okay.
And then you can use the soap as it should be used. So you can have a wonderful gift and it like magically unwraps itself.
That's incredible.
Honestly, working with this medium,
I love that. I mean, look at the colours.
It cleans up so easily as well because it is basically like an extra layer of wax to the candle.
Right.
It's incredibly pigmented. You only need one coat. And each bottle of those, if you were to do a taper candle or should I say a pillar candle, like a church candle.
Yeah.
Each one will do around about 30 candles, so you get about 60 candles out of that.
That's
Yeah.
I nearly lost my words then. That's incredible.
It's very,
and
very
it
goes a long
perfectly
way.
complements as well with the brush collection.
With your sponges, instant application, then if you want to paint flowers or details, which you can do with your candle paint, that's what you want those brushes for.
Oh, look at that brush. We like
I'm obsessed with those.
They're nice,
I didn't see those hiding down there.
We haven't got these.
I know, that's snuck its way
We
in.
haven't got these on our table, David. Why haven't we got these?
That's criminal.
Isn't it? Because now I sit opposite David, which is great.
We do. We sit opposite one another.
I'm just going to quickly tell you about the download as well.
DL.
The download that I knocked off. It's the mince pies, honestly. I don't know what's happened.
Do you know what? Over Christmas, I didn't have a single mince pie.
What?
I don't know.
I started them October.
It's one of those weird foods which there's not many of, but I've never tried one, but I don't like one.
I was on 2 a day.
Lauren's looked at me as if
2
I'm
a
about
day
to
I was
be
on.
slaughtered.
I only sort of really finished them off like yesterday.
Honestly, I ate a lot of food. I must have eaten my own body weight in cheese. But
Cheese. What's your favourite? Mine's Wensleydale with cranberries or apricot. Oh, it's the best.
I mean, I'm obsessed with like a camembert for a tear and share. Like that's the ultimate.
I love it.
We had one that was like spicy red Leicester. It had
I've
like chili
seen
in
that
it.
one, yeah.
It was really good. Sorry.
I like that.
That was a cheesy joke. Anyway, so
We love the cheese.
of course
Love
we do.
the cheese. So this is the incredible DL download. Now, this is shop artwork, £20.
Yes.
It's an incredible saving. It's just under £65, so it's £63.96 saving.
It's honestly a bonkers deal. Now, what we've done for you is, of course, these were initially they were USBs that we launched, some last year, some the year before. You may have not seen these before. Some of them, and most of them, have over 50 papers in each. So you're going to get around about 200 designs inside here. So you've got 22 carat, you've got inside here as well your eclectic beauty, your charming chinoiserie, as well, and flawless fantasy. So think about surface pattern. In fact, one of those designs from Charming Chinoiserie.
Was that one that you were showing me?
I picked out this almost like William Morris design that you've got
Isn't
in
it?
there.
I was thinking that.
It is glorious. And these really incorporate the essence of rice paper throughout the journey here of Highlight Crafts, because we tried to incorporate a bit of everything for everybody.
Look at these with the paisley.
Oh, the paisley there. Look at that
That's the one
background.
you was just showing, wasn't
What
it?
I always wanted and never had was rice paper with a black background.
Yeah.
Printed on rice paper, it's unreal because darker fabrics like denim, when you have a black and dark rice paper, it still shows off.
Oh, I love that.
So, of course, you don't have to then go onto a white fabric with it. It's already got the pigment.
So we've even got some beautiful animals included. I love these patterns. These are really on trend as well, because that whole 70s feel's coming back, isn't it, this year?
And look as well, they're all JPEG, so you can use them in Minecraft Studio as well.
Of course, so that everything is adaptable. I love the vintage style. For me, you know me, I love that vintage eclectic art with the florals, with a bit of Paris in there, and again, clocks,
I think
things like that.
Where is it? Let's have a look. I can see one that might be in here. What we're doing? Oh, it's there. That one. I printed onto our rice paper here.
Oh, look at that.
So you can see from that rice paper bundle, it is just glorious.
Isn't that?
Beautiful.
And do you know what I love about our rice paper? Is it's very different to any of the others that are on the market.
So different.
Because it doesn't stretch.
It doesn't stretch, and also you'll find with a lot of them, they've got it's made from the pith of the cotton plant.
Of course.
But you get the slumps inside there, and they act as like little speed bumps when you're printing it.
They're like little slugs.
Yeah, literally the slugs.
Yeah.
And when you're tearing it, that slug then diverts the tear. This is so refined. It's so smooth, and that's one thing that we get the most feedback on with the rice paper is that. Why have I never used this before? It's amazing.
It's incredible. Yeah. It really, really is. So if you would like to invest into that incredible download collection, £20 a day, shop artwork. But if you are getting that collection, then you may need to restock on, I'm just going to put these down without falling over, hopefully. Then you will need to restock your 40 sheets of brilliant Cadence, sorry, not Cadence, Craftmaster pure print rice paper, and you do get your Cadence decoupage glue with that. With this kit, which is exceptional, this is Shop Rice, $19.99. You're also getting this whole library of incredible printable backgrounds, embellishments, everything.
It's all you could ever need with rice paper, and of course, again, and allow yourself to run free with it. You can, of course, use these for making your cards with. You've got your icon sheets to complement the designs. Minecraft Studio is an absolute game changer with this download. And with a download as well, of course, that's instant. So you can get your download. Your papers and your glue will be arriving in the post.
Yep.
Get crafting on the computer.
Start designing.
Get it going. Pick out your projects. What's going where? Design it in your head. Get it going. That's what I always do. And then you look forward to actually making it.
Do you know what happens to me though with rice paper and downloads? This is hilarious. But what I do is I have certain projects. So for instance, I think, right, I'm going to cover that today. Yeah. And I'm also going to do a jar. By that evening, I'm walking around my house looking what else I can cover.
Yeah. With a piece of rice paper stuck to my pot.
Yeah. But I've had the best day
I can remember
ever.
when I came back from Cadence for the first time and we were like rice paper and all sorts, going around different things. And when I got through, I was told Luke all about it when I got home, and I picked up this lamp and he went, put the lamp down. And
You're not allowed.
He was like, anything but that lamp. And I was like, what? Come on. I bought it.
Fun sponge.
I know. Can't believe it. So went out and got a lamp from a charity shop and did it anyway.
You've done it anyway, exactly. So let's have a little recap quickly.
Let's do it.
Let's not break the jars. So we've got 16 incredible, beautiful matte colours of a Cadence acrylic paint set. £40 conclusive, my friends.
Sorry.
Not them bits, they're yours, my love. This is gorgeous. Now, if you're thinking about trends for this year for colour, we've got you covered. You've got that beautiful chocolate mousse brown, which is the Pantone of the year. We've also got them really sort of buttermilk colours, which are really in with the petal, and then, of course, the sort of sandstone.
Yes.
And that white. Gorgeous. And these are full size that you are getting with these, which is exceptional.
Definitely.
So that is shop style, £40. Now, if you've just joined us, maybe, you know,
hello,
the second hour. Hi,
Happy
how
New
you
Year.
doing? Oh, I forgot about that.
I know.
Well,
Happy it's like the 6th now, but I guess, when do you stop saying it?
I don't know.
When does that happen?
Let's just go with it.
12 days today, isn't it, since Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
It's the 12th day.
Yeah, so are we allowed to say it after?
I don't know. If you're taking your tree down, let us know.
Yeah, I took mine down New Year's Day.
Did you? I was going to, but I was a bit rough.
Oh, bless you. Yeah. See, obviously I didn't go out and have a skinful, so I was at home with the kids.
I had a cold, sorry, I had a cold.
Oh, you were so poorly, weren't you, darling? I just decided, you know, you just sit there and think, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
Sid was upstairs, my son, he's 9 years old. My daughter was working on New Year. No, she didn't. She was working New Year's Day. She works in a bookshop. It's open.
Of course she does, yeah.
Only a few hours, so obviously
she's not really given it a day off.
No, don't be silly. So then she went to work. So I'm sort of thinking,
well, yeah,
what shall I do?
good time.
Do you know what? I'm just going to put it and get it all done and pop it all away.
I usually always am New Year's Day as well, because I like to, when of course we come back and that's it, full steam ahead, I like to then just be like...
I am too. Yeah. I'm like, right, it's all over, I need to start.
And each time I looked at it afterwards, I was like, oh, it's not Christmas anymore.
I know, and your house looks
bald. It feels weird.
It does.
I was like, I need a January tree.
Do you know what? I was really thinking that.
Why do they not exist?
But have you seen what that amazing woman does online? Wraps a whole tree in cling film.
What, with the decorations on?
Everything. Puts it in her loft and then just cuts it open.
Oh, no. Well,
I love dressing my tree.
I think that's like a great idea.
Yeah.
Like, wow, cool. Hats off to you, lady. But as well, I love decorating my tree.
I do.
It takes me forever and ever.
Well, do you know what I do? I let my kids dress it. Yeah. Now, thank goodness, they're all, you know, won't be watching. I hope. Lots if you're on your lunch break. I'm sorry. But basically, I let them dress it, and then when they go up...
You do it again.
Yeah, because it's not symmetrical and stuff. But I always have popcorn on mine, don't I?
You do? You have popcorn on your tree?
Yeah, we thread popcorn, which is lovely.
I'd be like...
Oh, no. What I do is I make it 2 days before and let it go stout so it's softer to thread through, yeah. But I do it with dried cranberries. Yeah, all garlands, all on my tree because I don't do tinsel. Yeah. And then after, we hang it in the trees and the birds eat it.
How nice is that?
So yeah, it's just the circle.
Very environmentally friendly.
Oh, we do try, darling, try.
Nice.
So what are you going to show me next?
Okay, so let's have a little look at our drawer set because of course we've shared with you those downloads.
I love these.
So cool. But continuity on drawer pieces is something that we've been asked about in different ways because of course when you're rice paper in large scale projects, you can use this process for that too. Because if you wanted a design to be fitting on these two drawer fronts, but you didn't quite know how to cut them exactly the right size to go onto it, I can see between the two drawers here, I've got around about 1 centimetre, probably just less, probably about 8mm of distance between those two. So if I was to take both drawers out and just pop them here onto my workspace, I can see that between the two, that's pretty much the distance that we had between there. So naturally, if you were to have a design, it would have fallen within that space.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut that away so it automatically looks real. It's like if you had a photo split and then the middle bit was non-existent, but put them together, it'd look all distorted.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put my drawer there.
I'm just going to remind them how to shop the drawer.
Okay.
If you do want to invest in this, this is shop drawer $14.99 today. Oh, shop drawer is D-R-A-W. There we go. Hope that makes sense.
Does drawer, like a drawer, have an ER on the end, or is that a drawer?
Oh, see now, don't confuse me.
Like a set of drawers.
Yeah, but they're just drawers to me. It's because.
But then if you're drawing something, it's drawers.
It's
like
confusing.
You draw the curtains.
Yeah.
We'll not go into that.
No, let's not play that.
That's just confusing everybody.
English teachers, please email in and let us know where we're going wrong.
I saw something, I'm not going to go into it, I'll just talk about it later. I saw something really funny about the English language and it just makes it realise how confusing it is.
Do you know what? I had no idea as well. Do you know there's 5 different theirs?
Yeah, there, and there.
Yeah, exactly. But they're all different theirs. Whether it's theirs
With the
or
Y,
their.
E-I-R.
Yeah, there's just too many.
They are.
And we think other languages are confusing.
Look, either way, if you can understand what I'm saying, we're all good.
It's all good. It's all good.
So looking at these designs here, I'm having a little bit of a play about which ways we're going to use them. Now this one is wonderful. I love as well how, of course, the bright tone of the woodwork doesn't need painting and it allows the design to shine right through. Of course, if you were to put this, and this is really interesting about rice paper, if I was then to transfer this onto a darker surface, look how straight away
it pulls it down.
It does. It completely takes all the tones down and you lose a lot of it. And the beauty of rice paper, one of its true advantages is that when you add adhesive to it, it almost becomes translucent.
Yeah.
So in areas where there's no print, if you've got it on a light tone background, you won't see it, okay?
No.
Like your foiled rice papers, you just see the foiling, you just see the imagery. So always bear that in mind when you're creating a project where you do and don't want imagery to be standing out. And it's really easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that away just to share with you the difference of that image. So I'm going to turn my wax melting pot, I'm just going to turn that off. There we go. Just keeping track of all my pots and pans on the go.
Nothing's boiling over.
No, not at all. So what I'm going to do now, I think I might actually use this design instead.
Oh, you're changing your mind.
Yeah, I just think it's really pretty.
I do like the way the nude wood sort of illuminates it.
It does.
Really beautifully.
It really does. That is beautiful. So let's go with that one, shall we? So what we're going to do is I'm going to take that decoupage glue that we got within that bundle. So your 2 packs of rice paper, you download and you glue.
Perfect.
Let's have a look. And I'm actually going to apply the glue to the drawers. I'm not going to put it on the paper. So a bit different from what we did previously. So I'm going to pick up a paintbrush and start to spread it evenly all over the surface of the wood. Now the reason why I'm doing this is it's going to allow us to move our rice paper in a way that's going to be much easier than, of course, having to work with what essentially would be like a giant sticker.
Well, you get your initial grab, but it's slidey.
It's slidey,
So,
absolutely. And in a lot of cases, especially if I wasn't demonstrating, maybe if I had a little bit more time and no one was watching, I might have glued the paper as well, because I might think, I can always... Exactly, that's the thing. But you never know, you never know. So what I'm going to do is the way that always, for me, never seems to fail. I shouldn't have said that.
Don't say that.
I should have said that. So what I'm going to do is go over here. Now the first one I've just done, initial parts of that glue will be soaking into the wood. So what I am going to do before we actually glue the paper to it is go back over just with one little dip of a brush, because initially any adhesive will have started to already go into that surface, because of course it is a raw wood. And it would look nice just with a stain on it as well.
It would, or just painted as well.
Yeah, definitely. There's so many different ways you could work with this. So let's just go back over. And one thing you really want to be sure of is that your glue has gone all the way up to your edges, okay? All the way up to your edges is key, because you don't want any of your rice paper curling back, especially on a drawer front.
Oh, no.
You don't want that. So what I'm going to do now is go in with that rice paper, okay? And I'm going to say round about, making sure I've got edge to edge, quite like I've captured most of the design there. And here we could have gone a bit further down, but I wanted to get most of that floral element in. So I'm going to smooth that over with my hand, and then I'm going to use again that piece of Cadence cut and use sponge. Cut just a small square of this, no adhesive. Oh, it goes so far. And I'm going to use this to put impressions all over the rice paper, and essentially we're now pushing the rice paper into the wooden surface.
So it's like stippling almost,
pretty much, the same sort of motion.
Yeah.
So I'm going all the way around here, like this. So I've added no adhesive yet to the top of this rice paper. We've only dipped in and put it onto the wood. Now I'm going to grab from down here a scalpel, you could use scissors for this, and I'm just going to trim, let's have a look, just trim all the way through the centre of this. I love doing this.
Oh, isn't it nice? And it's satisfying.
Sounded like a little train, that, didn't it?
I know, I liked it.
A little steam train. And then we can work with one each at a time, so it makes it easier for us. Yeah. I'm going to take a sanding block. I think these are on our website. Really, really cost-effective way of just going right up to the edges.
Oh, look at that.
And it just comes off so easily. There we are. So going all the way around here. Look at this.
Such a professional finish.
Oh, it is brilliant. So, all the way around the edge. On the side as well. There we go. And look how it's all coming off in one big piece.
Oh.
So you might be thinking, well, what's going to happen here?
It's fine.
It is totally fine, because what we're going to do is we're now going to, in this area, add a little bit of adhesive. Okay, just around there, and then I'm going to dry it with my heat gun. So I'm going to go in with my heat gun and give this a blast for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. So all the way around here, and what's going to happen is that little bit of adhesive on here, it almost makes this area like a drum. It tightens it. You know when you put tissue paper on wire frames, that sort of thing? It really makes it like the surface of it like a drum. It's really taut. That'll make it really easy to cut. Because when you want to cut this, you want it to be dry. Yeah. Cuts much easier, because if not, it starts to do that feathering method.
Of course.
So just round here, bringing the heat to it. I'm using a heat gun. You could use a hairdryer. Just keeping an eye on it, of course, as it's working. There we go. And then I'm going to bring back in my Craftmaster scalpel. And I'm going to work from the centre just down like this, and then I'm going to work into this edge just here, there we go, and work all the way into that groove, just like that. It is so easy to take off.
Oh, that is lush.
It's honestly beautiful. So I'm just going to do the other one.
Yeah.
I won't be a second. Let's have a look.
Many years ago, I covered a MDF drawer front that was quite ornate.
Yeah.
To finish my edges, do you know what I did?
Oh, go on.
I used clear embossing ink and then just used gold embossing powder.
Really?
Yeah, you know, like you do on the pages, you do on the edge of pages.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks proper fancy.
Oh, I've never done that.
Oh, you need to do that.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun.
It's a really nice idea to do. It also works on book pages as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I like that.
See, this is what happens. We all start getting creative, start
always
working.
happens.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So I'm just going to give this bit here. Oh, let's give it a little bit of glue just to make sure it's on there.
Yeah.
And this as well could be your first proper, like, you know, made from scratch project for the new year. How wonderful would that be?
Gorgeous, exactly. Absolute perfection.
So I'm going around here with that heat gun again, just drying this section. Not too fussed at the moment about the rest of it, just keeping it as it is. There we go. All the way around here, giving it a little heat blast. All the way through.
That's a clever technique.
Keep your questions coming in as well. We want to hear from you.
Yes,
definitely.
please.
Really
What's been
want to hear
going
from
on?
you.
Let's have a look. Are these for me? The Aquastone suitable for stealing items that are put on foot. Yes, you said
I
that.
It said stealing items.
No,
Suitable for stealing items.
No, don't steal any
We're not
items.
condoning anything.
No. But yes, of course, you can do that, Lynn. The Aquastone is suitable for sealing items with food. Wendy says, still sat here thinking of... Oh, there's a second part. Hold on, sorry, yeah.
Season 2.
In sealing holders for real candles. Can we use that, the Aquastone?
For the holders, so if it's something that comes directly in contact with a flame, I wouldn't advise it, of course, because it is essentially an extra layer of a glossed acrylic. But if it's something that keeps its distance from the flame from at least 5 to maybe 10 centimetres, then that would be fine. It depends on what sort of it looks like. You can always drop us an email and send a picture and we can definitely confirm. But it should be okay, just as long as it's not in direct contact with the flame.
Perfect. Thank you, David.
No, that's okay.
Wendy says, I'm still thinking, sitting on the fence about the paint. Would you still apply the paint to an empty coffee jar with a sponge? Will that have a good effect?
Absolutely, it would.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
So an empty coffee jar, absolutely. If it's a baked bean tin, you could do it on there.
Of
They
course
look
you could,
wonderful.
yeah.
It makes anything look and feel ceramic and porcelain.
Garden
but there is
pots.
yes, all of that sort of stuff, definitely. And of course, again, that bundle of 16 paints is at a proper crazy bonkers price.
Exceptional value. That is shop style, £40 today. It's a £63.84 saving, and it's not going to hang around.
Well, yeah, because it means that each bottle, and that is before you've got your discount off as well.
Exactly. So if you're a highlighter as well,
yeah,
that's another 10%, isn't it?
Wait, so that would take what, another £4 off? So that, all of this here would be 36 quid.
Happy days!
£36. That means they're not £2.50 a bottle, they're less than that.
Yeah.
They're like $2.20 or something.
That's incredible value.
Honestly, crazy.
Remember, if you do want to get the creative candle making bundle, that shop candle, $17.49. It's a great way to start something new, isn't it?
Oh,
you get your soya in there, soya wax ready to go, your 4 jars, and of course, your very proud wicks that I love. So then you're not going to have to use the old, lollipop stick or,
exactly.
something like that. So that's exceptional. So that is shop candle, $17.49. That's a £7.49 saving. We've also got the shop creative metal mini fitting bundles. This is shop metal, $19.99, and Davey's got his open over there.
I do indeed.
You might be able to see of all the beautiful bitsy bobs that you get.
There is tons. I mean, look at all those. You've got hundreds of little screws in there. So you've got all of those to go up because, of course, if you're making trinkets, if you're using your 3-dimensional projects like on your scan and cut, or of course you're making them from scratch, they are perfect for this. But also, if you want to add them to furnishings, decorative pieces, of course, you could start to hot glue them onto here. Even if they were sort of decorative, it doesn't have to be functional.
You could paint them as well, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, you can paint them. You know what you could do? Use your stencil spray on these, spray it all, chuck your embossing powder onto it, and it will look gilded.
Ooh,
that would be a nice little one, because then of course you've got all
lovely.
that embossed detail. But there's hinges, there's clasps in there. There's all sorts, honestly.
So that is shop metal, $19.99 today. Now, if you're looking at the drawer set, thinking I need this in my life, I do need this in my life. It's shop drawer, and it's DRAW. It's only $14.99 for one of these. I definitely urge you to buy more than one, because I think how gorgeous they would look on the side.
Absolutely.
All put out together.
All together, all in one.
Use the hinges to attach them all.
Oh, okay. I like that idea.
Or you could even box them together, couldn't you? Like back to back with your hinges.
Oh, yeah. So if we had that one, put it side to side.
So you could hinge them together really easy. And then what you could do is you could have them so they turn in, and you could, couldn't you?
You can remove the feet as well, obviously. You could take these off if you
I
wanted
couldn't
to
take
have
them off because they're too cute.
Well, I would definitely keep them, but they look even nice stacked together like that.
They do.
You could have 4 of those as like a big cube at the end of your desk.
Yeah,
All your
nice.
bits and bobs inside there.
So that will be shop drawer, and that's $14.99.
Which type of drawer again, please?
A wooden one.
No.
Oh, it's drawer, so it's DRAW.
I'm going to write it on my forehead.
I know. Not that drawer. Not that drawer.
Wait, is that not spelled the same then?
No.
That's a drawer.
Yeah.
Why is it like this?
They are raw ER, but the code is shop drawer.
Yeah.
We like to confuse things here at Live Shopping. It's what we do.
Yeah,
We're really
just
good
get the
at
right
it.
one. Just get the right one.
Okay,
It'll be
so
fine.
let's pick a colour. And I think I'm going to go for this sort of like ashy rose, because of course I shared with you that you can of course do full base coat coverage. But if you wanted to do like a dry brushing effect with your sponge, I love doing this, especially onto raw wood. So I'm going to pop just a small amount of that out there. Really, really small amount. And I'm going to go into the wooden surface. I'm going to start with just this side edge here. And when you're going into your cut and use sponge, you can literally drag it across the wood, and it just gives a wonderful graining effect.
Lovely.
Which means you don't have to do full coverage. Now what I'm going to do is I'll probably do the top and one side in this, and I'll stencil the other side so that you can see the difference. But of course, naturally the project, you might be thinking, I wouldn't have it that way, but it just gives you more insight to what you can do. So pick up a little bit of the paint, of course, with your sponge. Make sure there's no bits and bobs in your paint like mine had, because I've got all bits and all sorts of desk.
Usually die cut bits.
Oh, everything.
Always.
And pick up a little bit and knock it off, okay? So you want to massage it into the sponge, okay? Massage it really into there so it's fully covered. Now, you can always test this on the bottom of a drawer or something just to see how much is on there, but we're just going to go for it. And bring it to the top and just drag it down, okay? So start to drag it down, and it gives a wonderful rustic, shabby chic look and feel. Now, if you press on, it's like angle, it'll give you more of a line coming through here. So I'm just adding a little bit of pressure, and you can see there how the colour comes through, but you can add as much or as little as you want. So let's turn it round and bring it up from the bottom back to the top as well. A little bit more paint, and we're just dragging this through, okay? And it picks out the graining in the wood as well. So let's just continue with those lines that we made. I'm going to bring another one through here. There, look at this.
Oh,
I honestly,
flush.
I love doing this so much. And it'll go really nicely, of course, with the designs that we've chosen.
Yeah.
That really sort of shabby chic finish. Now, if you wanted to do full coverage as well, in fact, let's show you how you can do full coverage with this paint in singular strokes. Because I was essentially dry brushing there. So let's go in, of course, with the paint. And these sponges, when I spoke about distributing paint evenly, watch this.
Oh!
Look at the coverage.
That is so delicious.
It is honestly fab. So I'm now working into here, almost like I'm blending with the paint. And look at the coverage that gives us.
That's beautiful.
It is honestly
and
so
there's no
therapeutic.
lines.
No, there's no lines at all. With these sponges, there's no marks left behind at all.
So if you want to invest in them sponges, remember we've got a set today. We've got the assorted brush bundle, which is down here. Let's show them, Amber, let's show them. So you'll be getting that beautiful sponge in A4, but then also included with this, you're going to get a phenomenal brush collection. So this is assorted brush collection. This is shop brush, $24.99 today. Now, how much does this retail on its own usually?
I think on its own it's usually about $5.99 on its own.
Right, so that's incredible value included with that.
Absolutely.
So shop ahead, my friends, definitely.
Do you know what?
So where are we
I've
with this?
I've changed my entire train of thought.
Here we go.
I've changed, and what I'm going to do.
You're so like me. It's what I do.
I just saw it and thought, actually, this colour's too beautiful to not have all over it.
Yeah, you're feeling it, aren't you?
I love this colour. I think it's the Ashy Rose one.
Yeah.
So I'm going all the way around the front edges of my drawer now, and notice how I'm using the sponge. And if you were to try and paint on here, I'm going to show you what would happen with this brush, because
this is a problem. Getting in nooks and crannies with a brush is not fun. Now, my friends, if you did invest in the incredible Aspar diffuser, well done, because it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. We didn't even get one.
Can I have that one then?
I don't know.
Where's it gone?
It's gone. It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. Well done.
Right. Congratulations, everyone. Your houses are going to smell beautiful.
Oh, I know.
So, with the brush, if you were to use a brush on here, as you go to the edge, naturally bristles are going to fall either side of that. So you're going to get like streaks.
An extra line.
You are, and that's not necessarily what we want for this product, unless you were painting the interior as well, which we don't really need to do. But what I'm doing is essentially just going across the edges with my sponge. And look at that, it's not going down the edge at all. It's crisp,
gorgeous,
and it's sharp, keeping your projects professional, streamlined, and also as well really, really elegant.
Yeah.
So all the way around here, and the beauty of painting wooden items like this is that it dries quick, because of course it's instantly going to absorb any moisture or water content within those paints. So it's going to dry nice and quick, which means we can then stencil it.
Love it.
Okay, so let's go around and do the top and the sides, because it's nice in Makeover Mondays. We don't always get the opportunity to really complete a project.
Well, let's get a little shopping list.
Yeah, let's do it.
So what you would need to create this, what Dave is creating today, is one, you would need the incredible set of drawers. Now, it is shop drawer, DRAW, only $14.99.
What is it, sorry?
Just don't even go there, David, honestly. Because look, see what it says, though. Creative chest of drawers. Shop. It's just...
That's proper.
Anyway, so let's get back to our shopping list. So you're going to need the lovely...
Lauren didn't do it. It's not Lauren.
No, we're not blaming you, my lovely. Don't you worry. It's not Lauren's fault. It's not Lauren's fault. So also the collection, the papers, were they from this collection or were they from the DL?
Sorry, the ones I'm using right now are...
I think
they're from the download, but of course, I was going to use one from here, but I changed my mind like I always do.
So then you would need that incredible download of the artwork bundle, which is shop artwork, which is... that come out funny. Artwork. Artwork for £20 a day. It's just under a £65 saving. So then, of course, you will need the rice paper collection.
You will.
Which is shop rice. So you're going to be getting 40 sheets, that incredible rice paper, as well as that incredible glue that is just brilliant. I love the way that there's no bubbling, there's no stretching with it. It just does what it says, literally, on the tin.
It is beautiful.
But then you get this download for free as well. So, of course, all you would need is the paints to accentuate it and maybe a finish if you wanted as well.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is throw my brushes everywhere, and then I'm going to grab...
Are you getting excited?
I am, because I've just found in my stash, I bought a few stencils through.
Oh, I love this.
And this one's our Moroccan tile, and I can perfectly fit 2 on each one, but you could use whatever you wanted to. You don't have to use this one. I mean, I've got another one here as well and you'll find these on the website.
Yeah.
You could put, on here.
Yeah, that's more regal, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know if I want to go with that now. Okay, I'm going to go with this. I don't know. Okay, let's just do it. Whatever. I'm going to do it so the corners go in there perfectly. I'm not going to use my stencil spray. It's not in stock at the moment. We're waiting for it to come back in. It'll be here very soon. So we're just going to go rogue. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of that floral white.
Oh, I do like that.
It is very, very
because
nice.
It's not as harsh as white, but it's not as dark as cream, if you know what I mean.
No.
It is a bit, like you said, like whipped cream.
It is. It's really nice. So this paint is pretty much dry.
Beautiful matte finish.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? But what I'm doing is I'm just blasting it with a heat gun, just to make sure I've got anything there. It's pretty much done, to be honest.
Yeah.
But this here, it dries super, super quick. We literally just painted that.
Love that.
So let's go in with our stencil now, and I'm going to go, let's have a look which way we're going to go. Don't really matter. I'm going to put it in this way, and just sort of kind of line that up. And I'm going to pin it down with my hand as I'm working with it. And I'm going to get my stencil brush and start to dust the centre of this stencil, okay? So I'm working into the centre with this, and I'm just going to start by dusting around here. So we're not doing like full coverage. I want it to be like slightly aged.
Yeah.
So it's got like a powder coating, and that's another advantage of this paint, is that of course you can do this sort of powdered look.
Lovely.
Which is really nice. It looks ever so slightly worn. It looks purposeful. It's not blocky.
Yep.
But it gives you that really nice graduated edge to your design work, which again is something really, really that we aspire to do within our project.
Oh, I've got a question from Kay.
Hi, Kay.
When you print your rice papers, should you leave them for a set length of time before applying them to a project?
Great question, Kay. Okay, so when you are printing your papers, I always suggest to leave them at least 2 or 3 minutes before you're going to use them. Just some printers don't use like a special photo setting. It'll just put too much ink on there than it needs. Some people I've seen like to iron their papers, which I've done a few times.
Yep.
It's not really changed the result massively.
Okay.
But I would just leave it for a good couple of minutes. You'll be able to feel if it's slightly
when
damp.
it's ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Good couple of minutes just to leave it, or blast it with a hairdryer.
Perfect.
That's the best way. But yeah, absolutely, Kay. I hope that answers that for you.
Thank you, Kay.
So I'm just dusting and circulating around here, and I'm almost not even capturing the edges of this image because we really want it to look like the light is towards the centre. So I'm picking up really small amounts of this and just fading into it, okay? So again, I'm start from the centre and work my way out. And these paints are great to layer up on top of one another because we're still getting the undertone of that sort of pink.
Well, do you know what I like about it? Because it's almost dusty, even though it's not dusty, it's actually a proper medium.
Yeah.
What I love is the way that you can be quite heavy-handed with it.
Definitely.
And yet it still gives you the soft results that you want.
That is it. That's so true. It really is very forgiving. It enables you to do a multitude.
Which makes all of our jobs a lot easier.
Oh, it does. It really doesn't let you down. So I'm actually going to take this away now.
Oh.
And look at that. You've got that wonderful powder coating, that dusting on there.
Beautiful.
It is just gorgeous. Now, if you wanted with the white tone, I'm not going to do the stencil either side. We'll do a technique that we started with, with that dry sort of effect.
Yeah.
Let's bring in the white, okay. I'm going to pick up a little bit of that white now. And just, again, bring it into the sponge, my Cadence sponge. Start from the bottom and just drag it up, okay? Just to complement that colour.
Yeah.
Look at this. And this is how you really can. And I'm doing this particular technique purposely because it then lends itself to the style of paper we've used as well.
Of course.
It's a shabby chic paper. Let's just even that out so it looks a little bit more natural. There we go. And I'm almost sanding with the sponge.
Lush.
Completely different sort of texture. Let's do the other side as well.
But look how far it goes.
Oh, so far, and I'm using very, very small amounts here because obviously we don't want to go in with too much paint and then try and figure out how to shift it.
Of course.
So pushing up, there we go, bringing it down. It's so fun to do.
I love the way it's caught there.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that really sort of aged, authentic look and feel that you wouldn't actually find with an older piece, but you've done it from scratch.
Well, upcycling is going to be absolutely huge this year as well.
It just grows and grows.
Which I really, really love, because there's nothing better than buying, you know, I don't know, a chest of drawers from somewhere and then completely revamping it and, you know, painting it luminous pink. I love that.
Oh, it is the best. Honestly, I love doing that so
much. And don't you just love it when people come round and see it?
Yeah.
And they go, you did it, you bought it like that. And you're like, no.
Well, because obviously I'm constantly in the charity shops and vintage shops and what have you. Partner, he always goes, you know, what else have you got now? Where's that going to go? And I went, look, I'm not shopping, I'm saving the planet.
Do you know what the best thing to do is?
Go on.
You know, on Marketplace, type in free.
Oh, didn't know that was a thing.
Free.
Oh.
People give away stuff.
Give away stuff? Don't, honestly don't, because I will not be able to get through my front door.
He won't be able to get in. But think of all them lovely things you can upcycle that they're giving away for free.
It never ends. And people do, because like, you know, a lot of like pine furniture, people think is redundant, and it's not. It's the perfect one. It's the best one.
Exactly.
So let's put our drawer for, and it's back inside here.
Oh, I love it, David.
Look at this. How cute is this little drawer piece? Now, I'm probably going to paint the legs white afterwards.
Yep.
But just to show you this, of course, the paint with the stenciling, a little bit of dry brushing technique, but of course those drawer fronts, we then got the image to match up perfectly through the centre here. And honestly, such a wonderful project to do. It is so fun.
It's so achievable.
This
is what's really important, is anybody could do this.
Anybody can do it.
And that's what's brilliant about Cadence, is that because the product is so good, it makes everything
it's reliable,
you do brilliant.
It's literally, it like guides you through projects, and that's what about this is so exciting. And that in mind is the fact that we've also got prices that reflect.
Yes. Now,
brilliant.
Can you believe today you can invest in 16 full-size bottles of incredible Cadence acrylic paint for only £40? Now, these retail usually at what, £6 a bottle?
Something like that. Well, usually you get about 4 bottles for about £26.
Yep.
So you can see your true value for money there, because you're getting 16.
Yeah, it's incredible. But what I love is it's so collective, the colours you've got. You can push it in so many different ways.
Oh, absolutely.
If you want to go sort of really quite sort of vibrant and fresh, you can do that.
As well, let me decant some out, because if we work with, I'm going to grab some tones here. So I'm going to go out with a little bit of this.
Yeah.
In fact, let me actually get a little bit more out of here. I'm going to take the lid off.
Oh, he's having a squeeze.
There we go. I'm going to take a little bit of that out.
Yeah.
And then let's work in with our floral white.
See, now this is what's brilliant. They all can be mixed together to create millions of different tones.
Well, that's it, because this one here is like your magic tone. Because you bring a little bit of that in.
Oh.
Look at this.
Oh, it's damson jam.
Damson jam.
Do you like a bit of damson jam?
Ooh,
I love it.
Damson jam.
Oh, yeah.
Now look at these different tones that we can make just by introducing these colours. So already we've gone from our first initial one there, which of course was our concentrated mulberry. There we go. So we've gone from there, and then let's introduce now a bit more of the floral white. So look at all of these different tones that you can make straight away off the bat, just with 2 together. And then our final one we're going to do here, but then take it right down again, mix them together, make an even darker one. Look at that.
Do you know what I love, especially if you've got the Milo mats, is creating this like this, and then I take prints of it.
Oh, definitely. Well, imagine then taking paper into here and pushing it and pull it up.
Yeah, exactly.
There's honestly so many different ways in which you can work with
this bit that's dry here, could I reactivate that with water?
Okay, so if you wanted to reuse it, potentially some of it may reactivate, but what you may find is it will actually reactivate almost in a skin.
Okay.
Because it's got an acrylic base to it.
So it made peel.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But of course, it's great for, you can use it as well on like your jelly plates and things like that as well. You can still use it on there. Also thin it down, you can use your extender in here.
Yep.
It's great to use with your wood graining tool as well from Cadence.
Yes.
It's fabulous for that.
Brilliant.
So many different ways in which you can use this paint. And again, it is completely matte in finish as well, which is of course a desirable paint to work with.
It's so on trend, that matte
definitely.
effect.
Yeah.
And then you just have like gold accents within. It's just absolutely.
100%.
So shop style today, £40, and this will be coming to you. Now, when do we check out? When's the latest we can check out,
I think it's 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock's the latest you can check out. So if you do see anything you like, obviously drop us a message. Just pop it in the comments. Type shop and the code that I give you, and then we will send you a link really easy to download. Just to quickly pop through the link and then you will go straight to your basket.
Definitely.
So the second item I just quickly want to do a recap is Shop Candle, $17.49. Now this contains, you get 5 wixes, 4 jars, and I think this is like I'd say this is probably what, a 5 kilo bag? Oh, it's 500 grams.
500 grams, yeah.
So I don't know what that is in kilos.
Yeah, half kilo.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well done you. I'm glad he knows the metric system, because I don't. But that is Shop Candle, $17.49. That's an incredible saving of $7.49 today. If you do like that creative set of drawers, Shop Drawer. Now it's DRAW.
It's what?
14.
Well, we actually have added both now.
Oh, we've had it both. Oh, there we go. So I haven't got to keep repeating myself. The other thing that we really need, well, I need in my life, you can never have enough twiddly bits.
Twiddly bits and bobs.
This is what they are. So this is all your beautiful mini metal findings. Now, David's got his open here, but I'm desperate to just put my hands in these because these are gorgeous. You've got your clasp findings. I mean, look at all your different hinges. I mean, these would make the most exquisite little doorknobs, wouldn't they?
Oh, they would.
Can you see that?
Like your into your miniatures, like your doll houses.
Exactly.
Mel did also use these with her scan and cut projects.
Perfect.
Like, digital craftorium ones. So with that, they even work with your hardboard. So think about like your different adhesives and glues, but you can screw them into it. Balsa woods, all that sort of stuff.
And use hot glue anyway. So that will be Shop Metal. That's $19.99. Now, we completely sold out of our glass jars.
They're gone.
Gone.
They're gone. But of course, we do have the giveaway.
We have got the giveaway. So that is just pop win in the comments, and hopefully someone will be winning that too.
I think so.
Next, we've got the rice paper decoration bundle, which is 40 sheets of A4 incredibly exquisite quality.
Oh, this
rice
is cool.
paper.
Yeah.
Not only that, you also get that incredible decoupage glue, the Cadence glue that goes with that, and on top of that, your full library. Look, we haven't even got enough arms.
I know. I need a couple more arms to hold everything as I'm walking
I
out.
love this. This is beautiful.
It's fab.
It's such an encapsulated collection because you've got so much that you can use in so many different styles, and then having these all individual.
And this is also a great reason to get it, because if you have already got rice paper, fabulous. You can now get more of it with the download and the glue. So it gives you a purpose, it gives you a reason to use it. If you haven't done already, it gives you everything that you need to be able to use it. It's brilliant.
So that will be Shop Rice, and that is $19.99. Now we've also got the stone.
Oh, that's mine.
Is that, I was going to say, well, that wasn't there
Just
earlier.
left that, I put it in there.
Just a random jar. Why hasn't it got any sweets in? That's what I want to know.
I've eaten them all.
Oh, fair enough. So now we've got our Aqua Stone varnish. Now this is brilliant, and David can't even believe the price of this. So we're going with it. Shop Varnish, $14.49 today. Incredible value. Then we have another different option.
I love this.
Which is brilliant. So this is your fabric decoupage. So like you said, going onto tote bags, T-shirts, and making your own sort of appliques almost, isn't it?
Absolutely, everything.
Absolutely incredible. That's Shop Glue, and it's 2 full-size bottles that you are getting there for $13.49. That's a £4.49 saving.
You can even use it on footwear, so like canvas shoes, if you've got trainers. It's waterproof on there as well, and it's flexible.
What, even if you want to gem your shoes?
Gem your shoes? Gem your shoes? You can do anything with your shoes. And it works on leather as well.
Oh, that's... So, makeup bags.
Makeup bags,
What about
pouches.
PVC? That sort of leathery.
I've not got any PVC clothes.
No, not clothes. I meant like wash bags.
Sorry.
David, stop telling your secrets.
Goodness me. It's flexible. Yeah, absolutely. It's an adhesive. So yeah, it wouldn't grab. There's no fibres for it to grab to, but it would still adhere to the surface. Absolutely.
Have we got any of the ceramic trays left, Lauren?
Yes, about 50%.
Yay!
Oh, wow.
Right, so we've sold 50% already. So get your hands on this ceramic tray. Only $9.99 today. Shop tray, and it is a beaut. Whether you're using it as a palette because it's washable, it's easy. It's really heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's proper ceramic.
It's proper solid.
It's proper solid.
No, it's true, because sometimes you pick things up and you think, oh, that looks really well made, and you're like that. Oh, it's so light.
It goes over your head. No, it is. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's got beveled corners to it as well. Now think about whether. Imagine if you were to have this as a serving dish for everyone around the table one night. Maybe it's gonna have. It could be like good for sushi or something. I know it's completely random.
Do you know what's really, really excites me as a painter? Okay.
Yeah.
Squares are a nightmare to get paint out because they've got rounded edges.
It smooths up.
It just scoops out.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have, after you've washed it out, those dirty corners.
Ooh, do you know with this as well, if you've got your Cadence water marbling, dip this into a water marble surface, it's electrifying.
Oh,
it's incredible because it will stick to the glazed surface. Just make sure before you do it, you give it a wipe with an alcohol rubber washing up liquid. Gets rid of any grease or any dust. But it is brilliant, of course. Dishwasher safe, fully washable, all that sort of stuff. This is brilliant, and it's food safe.
It's so cool, isn't it? I love that. So then we're going to move down. So of course, well done if you got the Reed set. This collection, look, I've just destroyed the set here. I'm so naughty. You've got your brilliant Creative Living magazine from Cadence. You've also got included 5 sheets of that beautiful rice paper. You've got your colour wheel, and this is ginormous.
Do you know, I was first introduced to a colour wheel when I went to art college, and we all got given one, and it was a game changer. I actually had mine clipped to the front of my sketchbook, and we would use it every time in printmaking, painting, decorative work, anything, even for cardstock, matching with your palettes and your colour tones.
Yeah, it makes it so easy, doesn't it?
And if you get it home and you're thinking, I'm not sure what to do with it, look up as well on the internet, education with colour wheels. It is game changing. It's how people design paint.
Of course it is,
It's honestly fabulous.
It's incredible. And what it does as well, especially if you're a paper crafter, is if you haven't got that eye for matching things together, what this will do is it will lead you there really simply because the colour tones are there. Also included, you're getting your 10, no, look at that Diddy one.
I love the Diddy one.
I do too.
They're cool.
Absolutely gorgeous. So great for either applying glue or adding paint to a project, or just really getting really tight into them edges.
Painting like glassware, and of course editing with ornate and detailed edges. The stem is on the actual dowel is really helpful for that. It allows you to get into the detail. So think about if you're using your gilding waxes, all of that sort of stuff. They're brilliant and they're fully washable as well.
Now we've got 2 last items that I want to quickly recap with you. This item, it's called the artwork. No, that's not it at all. It's the assorted brush bundle, isn't it? Shop brush, $24.99. You're getting a full A4 of that fabulous foam that David's been showing us that I absolutely adore. Look at these incredible brushes. Beautiful. So you've got your rounded, you've got your flat edge. Then on top of that, and she drops one, you've got 10 smaller fine tip brushes. So great if you're in a craft group. Thank you, Amber, for picking that one up. And then also we've got our script liner, which is that really beautiful long edge. You can get them beautiful. I always love creating coils with them.
Oh, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Spirals.
Yeah.
I've seen people like when they do proper sign writing on cars and things. I know that's like proper like stepping it up, but it allows you. And you know what? The sense of control that you get with a brush like that, it's really interesting. Your hand just steadies. I've got quite shaky hands a lot of the time. I do. It just happens. Those brushes are so lovely to work with.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? Then our final product, absolutely incredible, is a set of Heirloom paints. This is $18.99.
Oh, these are fab.
And look at the colours that you are getting. It's not a choice, you get the whole set.
I must say as well, with the Cadence candle paint, there's minimal left. We don't have a lot, but having said that, that is the rest of the stock in the warehouse, okay? Once that has gone, it is gone, okay? It won't be probably until late spring, early summer where we're introducing new ranges of that colourway in that variety of paint. Now is your chance to get it while you can, because honestly, we're not going to be seeing it for a little while.
Yeah. That's true. Let's have a look. I've got some questions here. Can you use Cadence paints on completed resin cast projects?
Oh, absolutely. So if you're using your creative resin cast, which is like your jasmonite powder, absolutely you can use it. Make sure you leave your resin cast project for at least 48 hours. You can paint them before that, but basically if you're painting them, there might still be a bit of moisture or water content in that resin cast project, and you need it to be able to evaporate. If you paint it all, you've locked it in. So make sure about 48 hours hours before you paint it, and it should be bone dry and ready to go.
Oh, fabulous. Now, Carol's contacted us again back about the no iron problem this. How about if you run the fabric under hot water, but would that not dilute it?
Under hot water?
It says, back to the no...
a hot water bottle.
Oh, hot water bottle. Sorry, I didn't read that last bit.
The bottle.
How about that? What do you reckon?
I don't think... I know obviously that you're not meant to fill hot water bottles with boiling water, which is essentially 100 degrees, but I don't know if that would be hot enough. I think an iron, I don't know what temperatures irons get to, but I know they're hot.
What about a hairdryer on a really hot setting?
Potentially. Or maybe a heat gun.
Yeah, maybe a heat gun.
A heat gun might be the best option to go for.
Yeah.
If it's not something that you want to put through the washing machine, you don't have to heat set it. You know, if it's something that you're just going to have as decorative, I've got cushion covers at home, pillowcases, that sort of stuff around decorative ones, tie backs and things that are with the fabric decoupage glue that I don't wash and haven't heat set because it's just not essential.
Well, because you're not going to wash it.
Well, no, exactly. Yeah. That's the thing, and it still works. Some tote bags don't heat set those either.
Yeah.
You don't have to heat set it if, of course, you're not going to be washing it. But if you do want to wash it, then you do need it.
You do need
absolutely.
I mean, you can buy the little mini heaters now, the little travel irons and things.
Yeah.
They're really inexpensive.
I think, they're like £12, £15 for the little ones.
and use that specifically for craft.
Oh, definitely, yeah, of course.
You could do that.
Borrow your friend's iron, maybe.
Yeah, just...
Can I borrow it?
Yeah, don't tell her it's for craft because she might not lend you it.
I was going to say, don't tell her. Just go around with my big wash basket. Don't do that, she might offer to do it for you, then you've still not got an iron.
Oh, bless. So Wendy says, can you use glass paint on top of the paints that we have on the show, the matte paint?
Oh, glass paints or glass paints. Oh, the glass paints.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I guess if it's a paint that you've got that's designed for glassware, that paint may only be typically working if it's designed to touch the surface of the glass. If it's the Cadence Dora glass paints that you're referring to, absolutely you can do. But if you were to use those in conjunction with these, use your glass paints first because some of them have oven curing processes.
Yeah.
So get those all done with that, and then of course use your style mat on the glass. Now, if you want your style mat to be washable on the glassware, it's only hand wash. This one, it's not dishwasher proof, but add a layer of varnish. Now, we've got the Aquastone varnish on the show.
Yes, we have.
If you want it to still be matte, then you can find the matte varnish on our website. I think there's a couple left in stock. So if you were to head over there after you've checked out, or just before you check out, you can add the matte varnish, which will of course still give you the same finish as the paint, but just make sure any glass paint's applied first, then you style mat after.
Well, the thing is with glass paint as well is it's not opaque, is it? It's very transparent.
Well, this is the thing. There's a few varieties, and typically it's almost like your stained glass one. The Dora glass paint, I think is the opaque variety, but a lot of them are translucent. It completely depends. But if you could definitely specify which one it is you're using, then I might be able to answer that a little bit more accurately.
You could mask it off, couldn't you?
Oh yeah.
So just mask it off, and then you could do stripes.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is with these, they're water-based and intermixable. So if it's the Cadence ones you're referring to, any sort of acrylic medium or sort of paint that you've got from us, you can mix it with. If you've got your structure paste or your restructure paste, mix it with your restructure paste as well, because it creates a coloured paste.
Nice.
It's brilliant. Yeah.
That's really, really cool. Yeah. So let's just recap on a couple. Are you going to make a candle?
Should we quickly do one?
Oh, shall we?
Okay.
Let's do one. So this will be shop candle, $17.49. It's your creative candle making bundle.
Don't know what I've done with mine. I had a full bag of them a minute ago.
He's a wick stealer.
Oh, it's a wicked thing to do. Sorry.
Honestly.
Moving Wickley on.
There's nothing better than a dad joke, but I love it. Have you seen, actually I must talk to you about this, have you seen the new hotel that they've brought out in New York with wicked themed rooms?
Stop it. No, that's not real.
Galileo.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I need to stay there.
Oh, I need to live
there. Let's just go.
Can we just go to New York?
Let's just go.
Yeah, let's go now.
Yeah.
That's amazing. No, I have not seen
that.
Know. Thank you for showing.
But how cool would that be? And now it's funny, but this year I've been noticing, I was doing colouring in at home with the kids, as you do, and I made like a green cat and a pink cat, and lots went, you're obsessed with Wicked. And I didn't even mean to.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's just naturally ingrained into your brain now. That's what's happening there. So I'm just going to take off this little old bit of red liner there. Now, you could probably use as well John's power tape for this.
Oh, yes.
John's on today as well. Yeah, most definitely, I think you could use that. I've just got this to hand at the moment.
Yeah, he's on after us at 1.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
So big shout out to John for that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this red liner, which is on the bottom of my wick. I've not cut
I won't look
enough
at you because what happens is when I look, it won't come off.
Nice one, Amber. So
Amber,
basically,
don't be cruel.
I pulled the whole thing off.
It happens.
I thought I picked up my thicker one.
Do you know what? Do you know what everyone always says to me? It's burnish, burnish, burnish. And I'm like that, but it's not coming off.
Honestly, I can remember my very first show that I demonstrated. In fact, no, actually, it was my second one at the studios in Peterborough, and I did a project, and I didn't really anticipate it because I was quite inexperienced at demonstrating. I was very well experienced at crafting, and all of my project was double-sided tape and foam tape together, and it was. We're just going to come back to David, and I was there like beads of sweat.
It's painful, isn't it? So do you know what I used to do? I always used to lift one edge and then give it a little
I was
tilt.
then given that tip, and I thought,
oh, babe.
Thanks, guys. So what I'm going to do is...
he's done it now.
Done it now. There we go. Like it never happened. Forget the last 30 seconds.
It's fine, it's fine.
So, a little bit of red liner on the bottom of here. Now, optionally, you can dip this in melted
I've just
wax.
had a brainwave. Is this clear or is this white wax?
It's cream, this
it's
one.
Cream.
So it dries a wonderful cream colour.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so... what you can do is I'm going to put that down into the centre here of my glass jar. And then just before you add your wax, just give your glass jar a bit of a heat on the outside or the inside. Yeah, just warm it up a little bit. Our studio is quite cool actually in here today. So I'm just going to rotate it round and it just brings it up to temperature. It's not so much of a shock for the glass.
Do I need to wash these before?
Yeah. So I've washed mine already. I've just used washing up liquid.
Yep.
I don't actually have any rubbing alcohol left. I always say you can use it, but you don't have to. It's just a really good way of getting rid of any grease or any dust, but washing up liquid is fine.
Elspeth has been in contact again.
Oh,
hello,
hi,
lovely. Could you use a foiling pen on top of the Cadence mat?
Yes, you can.
You can?
The Craftmaster foil pen, yes, you can use it on top of there. If you are going to be using it though, don't stipple the paint, brush the paint so it's not textured and you'll get a much better adhesion with your foils.
Oh,
okay?
wow.
Hope that's okay for you.
Okay, Wendy was thinking, paint the jar with paints on the show. They are fab with the glass paints. I have gold Cadence glass paint.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to say the Cadence. It'll be the door.
Yeah.
Yes, the Cadence glass paints. Yes, that'll be the one. Then I know exactly the one you're referring to. Yeah, paint that first, and then your star mats afterwards on one project for you. Okay. Oh right. Okay.
Star mat to do that.
Yeah.
Dab over the
Oh yeah, of course you can.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Go
Go. Of course you can.
Sorry. So, if you haven't got a wax melter pot, can we stick this? Yes, you can. Straight in the microwave.
So in the microwave, or you can do it
that.
in.
Saucepan.
I've got some lolly sticks somewhere. They're there, look. There they are. They are there.
They're not lollipop sticks. They're little wooden arms.
Of course they are. I don't know what that's from. But basically, yes, so if you are going to be heating it, you want to... Soy wax has a much lower melting temperature than paraffin wax does. So melt it to anywhere from 40 to 80 degrees is the window, really.
So it's not a boil?
No, it's definitely not a boil, which makes it much safer. Gives off no toxins either, soy wax. It's much more environmentally friendly, eco-friendly. It doesn't give off the black soot and toxic smell as well. It's brilliant, so you don't get that ashy sort of finish.
Could we scent this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fabulous.
A little bit of a teaser. We've got loads of scents coming in.
Really?
They're just getting sent to us now. Why do I keep doing that? I thought we'd left that in 2024. So yeah, look out for that. But definitely you can scent them. So I'm just going to add this now into here. We've got our wick in the bottom. Okay, so I'm going in with the wax. Here we go. My glass jar has cooled down a little bit.
How long does that take to go off?
It takes around about 4 to 6 hours to fully set anything that's got anything wider than a 5 centimetre diameter. But I'll always leave it 24 hours before you light your candles. That there will stabilise the wick in the centre and then clip and trim it down. That is your candle made.
That is incredibly
easy. So think about sprinkling dried flowers on the top of here as well.
That.
Paint, of course, your jar with your paints because you're painting the outside of the
Knowing
glass.
the colour that it is, do you know what I would sprinkle on the top? Hundreds and thousands.
Oh.
So then it would look like a cake.
That would be nice. Do you know, with your hundreds and thousands, if you've got like little coloured tea lights, if you scrape them on a cheese grater or just like scrape them with a scalpel, you can get little flakes of it. Or do you know wax crayons? Children's wax crayons.
Yeah, just use them.
Scrape the little findings off them with the cheese grater. And then you can sprinkle it on top, and then you've got actual little flakes that are like hundreds of thousands because you can burn it.
You can make cake candles.
Fabulous.
So shop candles, $17.49 today. Incredible value, and that will get you 5 jars
Yep.
4 or 5 jars?
4 jars and 5
4
wicks.
jars, 5 wicks, and of course that 500 gram of soil wax. Absolutely exceptional. And of course, then you could go on, you could paint your jar as well.
I was going to say, if we'd have had a bit more time, I could have painted a bit more time. I've had 2 hours. I've had enough. Sorry, everybody. You've probably had enough of me now. But yeah, paint the outside of your jar with your style mats.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you could go in with the wax. Just make sure whenever you're painting a candle, the paint always sits on the exterior of the glassware. Because, of course, inside is where most heat is going to be retained.
Of course.
But yeah, how cool is that?
But if you wanted to paint direct on the candle, then you'd use the candle paint.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. So on the top
The
of here,
Heirloom?
that always sticks to wax surface. So think about the inside layer on the top. You could paint just that.
Oh, that would
with
look
the candle
pretty,
paint.
wouldn't it?
Absolutely, you could do. And as well on the website, we've got plenty of candle dyes, so you can actually dye the wax itself, make it any colour you want, and then you'll see that through the glass jar, which is just fabulous, and reuse it afterwards.
Fabulous. So Amanda has asked us, does the Heirloom paint for please?
What is it for?
Oh, what is it for?
Oh, okay. So
this is your Cadence candle paint, the Heirloom. So then you can paint direct onto waxy surfaces.
Definitely, yes. So all of your pillar candles, your handmade candles, wax melts.
Safe to burn.
Safe to burn. So you paint directly onto your candles through a stencil or with a sponge. There's some education as well on our YouTube channel of me using this. So you can check out the videos on the Highlight Crafts YouTube channel.
Brilliant.
But yeah, it's safe to burn. So treat it as you would do a normal candle when it's painted. Of course, as a candle would dint, the paint would dint. So it's still treat it as a normal candle. Yeah. It burns at the same time as the wax does. Doesn't give up any toxins. It's water-based. It's metallic as well, so it's packed with mica. It's beautiful. And you can blend all of the colours together. We've done a few shows with this medium, and honestly, every single time when we first launched it, it disappeared. Of course it did. Cadence candle paint is just beautiful.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it? It's really unique.
Well, yeah, because if you painted it with this or with your acrylic or anything else, you can't burn it then.
No.
It's not safe to
then
burn.
It's decorative,
It's decorative only, but with this, takes everything to a new world.
Wow, fabulous, fabulous. So let's have a look at your little set of drawers.
All the drawers.
Because I just want to have a quick recap on this. So, of course, if you do want to invest into this, it's shop drawer $14.99. We've sold out of the incredible jars.
We've sold out of those.
Oh, they've all gone now. They've all gone. Yeah. But the paint, look at the paint and how many different sort of textures that you can pop it on so simply. Having those rice papers is an absolute dream as well. So I'm going to just do a quick recap really, really quickly. Cadence style matte acrylic paint 16. Shop style for £40. Candle kit, shop candle $17.49. Set of drawers.
Oh.
We're out of time.
See you later, everybody.
Take care. Oh, we do need to do a draw. Who's going to win the jar?
Sorry, our clock's gone off.
Our clock's gone off.
It's Gwen McNara.
Gwen! Well done, Gwen.
It's on its way to you, Gwen.
We'll send that to you. Thank you for joining us and take care, and I'll see you soon.
Bye.